All right, welcome folks. We're picking back up with our Master of Orion game. This will be part 3. This is our Bears in Space game. And let's get right into it. So as a quick recap, the last session was one where we mostly stayed in place, but a lot actually ended up happening, even though the map largely stayed the same. The big thing that happened was all of these hostile environment techs. I think I had about 6 or 7 planets, and I used the last session to colonize all the hostile planets. We picked up, I think, about five more planets. Believe we have 12 right now, and largely just stayed safe, let the AIs fight it out, stayed in this northeast corner of the map, and largely defended what we had until we were in a position where we can look to go on the offensive. Right now, I'm building. I was going through. I'm adding more factories. Oh, that's right. I just at the end of the last session. Let me pull up the tech screen here. At the end of the last session, we picked up advanced soil enrichment, and now we're terraforming to make use of the advanced soil. Since I picked this up right before the council, I grew the population before building the factories. Now I'm finishing the factories. As soon as that's done, we're going to look to go on the offensive for the first time, and the target is going to be the Mrrshans, the cats, because they've been our enemy. Basically, the way the game's set up right now is we're fighting against the Mrrshans, and we're against the Silicoids. They are allied together. We're on good terms with the other races. The Klakons were, I believe, at war with us just because they're erratic. Relations are starting to tank with all the other leaders because we're starting to get too large. Like, note how our population is far out in front of the others. We're actually about to take the lead in total power, which means the game's basically won on impossible because you won't hit this point unless you know what you're doing. So I wrote this. Let me back up for a second. I wrote this in a report a number of years ago, a tautology about total power. What I said was, the game is over if you ever manage to take the lead in total power on impossible, because you won't take the lead in total power unless you know what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing, you won't lose once you take the lead in total power. So complete tautology, but it's true. If you're good enough to be first in total power, you're not going to lose once you reach that point. So that's kind of where we are right now. Do we have any attacks incoming? No. So we did have some attacks incoming. One of these planets, I think poor Smokey got completely blown up by the AIs at one point, so we're rebuilding it. But everything else is in pretty good shape. Let's just do a quick cycle through the planets. We'll start with capital here, forbearance. So I think almost every world's just building factories right now. Just double checking. So yeah, Smokey still needs to regrow pop. So Maximinus, I see it. It was apparently, yeah. I apparently didn't adjust spending there. But like all these other worlds are maxed out. Oh, Ruxpin is basically done with its factories. Since it's max pop, we can do that. We'll trickle a little more into research. Same thing here. Just as soon as it hits max. So yeah, Teddy, I'm glad I took this opportunity to do this because this planet needs to build factories. Same story here. You're building factories. You're also building factories while trickling a little into research. I guess you can do factories because I have a little research going in from those other planets. And I'll get a little bit more here. Remember how Zios started out as a size 10 planet? Now it's size 75 with 200 and it'll have 225 factories. Not bad. All right, that's all the planets. Okay, so now as far as all planets have their shields built. They all have the planetary 10 shield, fortunately, except maybe Smokey. I think does Smokey have a shield? No, Smokey has no defenses. But I have some ships in the area. Actually, probably should try to get that shield built here. Let's just do that right now. It can build the shield and 2 missile bases. So let's just. No, wait, no, I'm on the wrong planet. I'm on Maximinus. Smokey's the world that. Yeah, all right. We'll see. Smokey does need to get that finished. I guess it's not that far away from maxing its factories, though. So ships. Let's see where our ships are. So Picnic Basket, that's apparently holding the main fleet right now. All right, everything's going to Picnic Basket. So that's the story. All right, so now let's pick this up. All right, that's not a big deal. We'll just rebuild that instantly. we'll go through and readjust the planets in a second. All right, so was that Udir that they blew the factories up on? No, it was Teddy. It's Teddy. Well, it wasn't at max factories anyway, so no big deal. It's like you blew up 22. So this is why you can, when as far as spying goes, you can opt to use sabotage, but it's basically not worth it. It's like, what's the point of blowing up 20 factories? I can rebuild 60 of them in a turn. So like that did nothing. Stealing techs is the only thing that really matters. How's Licky Planet doing? Licky's fantastic. Licky's an artifacts world. Can produce 1,000 research points all on its own. That's absurd. Helps to be an artifacts planet. All right. Yeah, so you're just about done. You can go back into shipbuilding then. Pooh's almost done. Will be done with factories too. Smokey's the one we're still trying to build up here. Yeah, I mean, as long as no one's attacking Smokey, I'm going to take the time to build factories. It's building them very quickly. I mean, 30 factories a turn. It'll be maxed out in like 3 more turns. Max Finest building factories. Grizzly. Grizzly is on the front lines, but it's on the front lines, but I have pretty good relations with these AIs down here, so I guess I'm probably okay. As for Ruxpin, is it like 1 factory short? It's 2 factories short. Okay. It's not a great planet for shipbuilding, but it's right at the front lines, so I'll probably try to squeeze. Well, the problem with this planet with Ruxpin, is it's going to have to send population transport, so it's probably not a great world to use for shipbuilding for that reason. Plus, I don't think it has much invested in ships right now. Teddy, factories. Udir, is it done with its factories? Okay, it is. So it can go back to shipbuilding now, as a fusion half done anyway. Artifacts World obviously is going to be used for research, so Licky will finish up this turn. Lima is even more absurd. This planet is just crazy good. It's now 190 in terms of planet size. That's, yeah. So it can stack 570 factories. I mean, it's already 1,200 research points, and it still has way more factories to go. It still has like 100 more factories to go. Just absurd. Okay, so you can go back to doing research, and that goes through cycles through all of the planets here. Also, welcome, Frodine. I just started this session, but this is the 3rd session, so I've done a fair bit in terms of other sessions. All right, Ukko down here. So there is a pretty sizable Mrrshan fleet there. If they move away, I may look to send my fleet to attack, but let's think for a second about what the Mrrshan defenses are. Okay, so they've got 15 points of shielding, so that's quite a bit of shielding. They have Stinger missiles. They have Zortrium, so their bases of 100 HP. They actually have pretty good defenses here. And they have battle compute. Yeah, they're actually pretty well defended, honestly. I probably need more ships to may have a realistic chance of punching through. Like the Omega Vs will do a lot of damage, but Stingers are pretty good. I mean, they only have 8 bases though, so if I can chase away if this fleet heads off somewhere else, I could look to slip in there. We'll see. I don't know what's on. I can't remember what's on these ships because it's been a little while. 23 larges, 2 huges, about 30 larges and 2 huges. If I have 10 of my designs, go back to the fleet screen. If I have like 10 of these, I think I have a decent shot. Not having the auto repair special is a little sad though. But like I've got 25 fusion beams. That's pretty good for ship-to-ship combat. I also have speed. There's a decent. I also have 3 movement in combat. There's a decent chance that their ships are not that fast, and I can dance around them. Didn't I read? No, I'm. Oh, hello. Here comes an incoming attack. Didn't show up last turn, of course, because it wasn't launched yet last turn. All right. Teddy. All right. So the whole fleet headed straight to Teddy. Okay. Well, this is good news. Is we can build a lot of bases. Do I have much in the reserve? Oh, whoops. We'll use the reserve here, just because this is an important planet. All right, so that'll get us 11 more bases. Might even be able to squeeze out one more. Nope. And my fleet is right here, so they can go join. Fortunately, the fusions can make it there in one turn. The other ships can't. So this could be a big fight. Like, this is the core of... This looks like it's the core of the Mrrshans Navy. That can be a really good thing to have happen. Like, have the AI attack you with their ships right before you go on the offensive. Fight the key battle over one of your worlds instead of over one of their worlds. So this could be a big... Like, this could be a big turning point. All right. This planet is maxed, right? Yep. Okay. Let's just cycle through real quick to make sure no one's doing weird stuff. Yeah, so like Smokey's not coming under attack here. Don't I have the death ray? No, I don't have the death ray. You only get that for taking Orion. Yeah, Smokey's almost maxed out in factories. It'll max out like next turn. Max and minus is about to max here. Grizzly's already maxed out. Rockspin doing research. Picnic Basket doing research. Teddy would be building this. In fact, I could build one of these in 1 year, but let's get the 11 missile bases instead. That would make me feel a lot safer. Udir shipbuilding, Licky research, Lima also needs to go to research, and oh boy. Yeah, that's 1,000 research points while also finishing up with factories. Okay, so what are we looking like in tech? So wow, 4,500, wow, that's a lot. So we're gonna get another jammer tech. One of the weaknesses we have right now is we really could use a better battle computer. We only have BC3. Battle computers are what determine how accurate your weapons are. Oh no, we have BC4. Okay, that's a little bit better. But I'd love to jump up to like BC6 or 7. Or find Robotics 5. Robotics 5 I think is available at the next level. Andrea Marmor's big. That will significantly increase how much health my ships have. And of course help missile bases too. Class 7 deflectors. Auto Blaster, yeah. So we're going to design a new ship when we get Auto Blaster plus Class 7 shields plus Andrium. And they'll have a much stronger... We'll be able to design a ship that's really strong at that point. Unfortunately, we won't be able to wait for ion drives to come in, which would be awesome, but we're nowhere close to discovering that. Having to research range 7, range 8, and range 9 is a pain in the butt. Did not have a great... we did not have great luck when it came to propulsion tech this game. So as far as the question is, will I capture Orion? Probably not. I almost never do. Just because by the time you can capture Orion, you can just win the game in a different fashion. All right, so here's a big battle. The Battle of Teddy. Let's see what's on these ships first of all. Looks like missiles. So they got a lot of stingers. The good news is my planet has 15 points of shielding, so stingers don't do much of anything. The other problem is I'm using Scatterpack V missiles, which are badly outdated by this point in time. I really need a missile upgrade. Like, my missiles are not going to do much of anything against these ships because they're too heavily shielded. I probably have the best luck shooting at... the Workets just because they have 3 points of shielding. Yeah, so they can't actually hurt me. That's the good news here. They can't actually hurt me. They're just going to retreat once they fire their missiles. But we'll see what we can do to that Workat stack first. Actually, this is running right towards me. I don't intend to let my ships get blown up here, so we'll just retreat them out of here before they take too much damage. Just trying to see what I can hit here. Yeah, this is probably the one to go after next, although they'll probably run away before I can manage to do anything. No, here they come. Missiles. Look how fast this ship is. They're just going to retreat out of here. See, the problem is scatterpacks are really slow. They're like, 2 can play that game. Alright, so nothing happened there. They just literally ran in circles. Your insufferable acts of terrorism. Okay, so they're declaring war. This is not surprising. We're on opposite ends of the council vote right now. All right, we're not being attacked anywhere. Let's see where these are probably heading back to Ukko. Yep. No surprise. I'm gonna send some of these here just because I like having a planet over a fleet over each planet. I don't have ECM. Well, I almost never put ECM. It's very expensive to put on huge designs. So like, watch, if I do a huge design here. So like, look at it eats up quite a lot. Like that eats up 600 space. Usually I don't put it on those designs, but since the Mrrshans are so missile heavy, I might for the next. Yeah, I do need better missiles, it's true. Let's see actually if I could get missiles from one of my friends. Scatterpacks are great for the early game, but not so great later on. Scatterpack 7 would be lovely. That would be incredible. Stingers. Let's see if I can get Stingers from the Mechlars. They would probably be willing to part with them. Stingers would help a lot here. I'm just trying to see what they have that wouldn't hurt too much to give up. Now, they may not even offer them, but let's see. Yeah, I have a veto in the council right now, so I don't have to worry as much about diplomacy. Stingers. Oh, wow. He wants it for advanced soil. And I'll actually trade it for atmospheric terraforming. I don't think... He doesn't have very many planets. That's a lot to give up. What is the AI drive a hard bargain? But this is... I need a better missile. You guys were totally right. I need a better missile. That battle would have gone much better if I'd had Stingers. I could have blown up quite a few of their ships if I'd had that. Stingers are much faster. All right. And also, I'm not too worried about them. I mean, they only have 5 planets. We're on good terms. I'm not giving out advanced soil to them, but I'll give up atmospheric. It probably only helps 1 or 2 of their planets. So, I'm not trying to be like too passive here, but I'm not sure that I would have a ton of luck cracking that fleet, cracking that planet right now with what I have. It's a lot of missiles. A lot of Stingers. So Udyr and Teddy are both close to finishing a ship. I'm hesitant, even though it says 2 years, I'm hesitant to put another turn in because I'm going to discover more tech and then the Fusion 4 is going to get cheaper. Let's have them both go to research and then wait until we can finish the next design. And have them then finish the next design because like construction and weapons are about to pop. That's what I'm waiting for, right? Weapons, the Auto Blaster, Andrium Armor. Oh, and Class 7 deflectors would be nice, but I don't need to wait on that. These 2 are the big ones. Andrium Armor will take the ships from 900 HP up to, what is it? It's 600 for default, then 900, 1200, 900 to 1500. And Auto Blaster is the same thing as the Fusion. Like, right now, I'm using Fusion Beams. They do 4 to 16 damage. Well, Auto Blaster also does 4 to 16, but it fires 3 times per turn instead of once per turn. Stingers are 15 damage, correct? Oh, hello. Fortunately, I moved my fleet right here. I mean, I have 23 missile bases, so yeah, this is not that scary of a design. So what am I firing right now? I'm firing Scatterpack. So I'm going to click missiles. Oh wait, oops, I'm actually not on the planet right now. I'm on my fleet. Let's go see if we can chase these guys down. Oh, they're actually going to fight. Okay. So I'm not. So you can toggle whether you want to use Scatterpack or other missiles. I want to use the Stingers. I think they're firing at these lasers. Yep. Not a good decision, buddy. Okay, well, you killed all my laser ships. Congratulations. I'm happy to make this trade. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Yeah, they're not close to getting to the armor. I'm happy to make this trade. Godspeed the poor bears and those little laser fighters. Finished your motivation letter for a new job. Cool. Nice. There's the Andrium. One other nice thing about armor is obviously it's great for shipbuilding, but it also applies to your ground combat, which is really nice. So our bears, which by the way have not engaged in ground combat yet, they will be stronger. And it also affects your missile bases too, because missile bases start out at 50 HP. Now they'll have, let's see, 75, 100. I think they're up to 125 now. All right, what do we need? Oh, let's go for this waste cleanup tech. Yeah. I think this is my only option to move the tree forward. I'm not, my waste cleanup costs are low to begin with, but this will basically drop them to 0. And transports are tougher. Yes, thank you, not spambot. Ideally, your transports won't face combat, but in case they do, they're stronger. All right, so we need to rebuild those factories at Ziost because they got hit. All right, weapons should pop in a turn or two. We may even get lucky and have computers pop at that time too. Just increase our overall computer levels. All right, so we've got a current scouting report with these guys, current with these guys, current with these guys. They don't have much of anything. I guess the impulse drives would be nice to get, or battle computer. I've got 2 spies with them, and their computer level's not that great. Like they're an ally right now. It's not worth flipping them into a potential enemy. So that's slightly outdated. Let's do that. And that's current as well. See, relations are slipping with even my allies because I'm just so large. It's one of the things that really does bring danger into the game is people will start hating you as you get bigger. I'm probably fine even if everyone wants to come after me, but I prefer to, like, what I need to do to improve relations is actually attack the Mrrshans. That would do a lot to improve relations. Yeah, see, that ship's almost done. And the ship's almost done there. That's right, Zionist. And then this ship is, so basically I'll pop out 3 of my next design all at once. And as soon as that happens, I'll try to attack Ukko with it. That'll be the goal anyway. I mean, so like you only have, basically one thing you have to keep in mind, these numbers are bugged. It's actually twice the cost it shows here. So I actually have 12% to discover that. But like 12%, if you don't continue spending, that it could just sit there for a very long time. I could, in theory, like micro the slider, but I'm okay with just leaving it like this. Yeah, we had one tech that sat there forever without popping. Oh, hey, apparently someone wants to go after Ziost. Silicoids, 3 turns. Okay, so I don't know what's on those ships, so we need to be, since this is my smallest planet, we need to be a little more careful with that. I don't have a ton of reserve spending right now. Like with the Stingers, I'm not too worried. This is the Silicoids, right? Yeah. Look at that, they've got 29 bases there. So that's still a core of the Kitty fleet. I'm not too worried about them. So the little lasers I split off. Oh wait, did I send the hard beams with them too by accident? Oh, did not mean to do that. Oh, and apparently I sent the scout too as well. Whoops. Oh well. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. All right, so forbearance as well goes to research because I think that I might accidentally build that fusion ship. So we're up to almost 7,000 beakers. That fills up the light bulbs very quickly. Yep, they're just straight up bugged. It's just a quirk in the programming. It shows half of the actual cost to discover. So we have 18% odds to discover it. Pop that tech right now. Here comes another attacking coming. What's this? This is someone probably declaring war. Nope. So Udir's about to get attacked. Okay. Note that Udir only builds 1 base. That's because Udir already has a lot of bases and they're somewhat outdated. I can't make it there. That's unfortunate. But you know what is also unfortunate? Cats seem to have forgotten something, which is that you need to defend your planets. They seem to have forgotten something, like putting defensive forces over that world. So now we're up to about 1 in 4 odds to discover, and computers has entered the percentages too. I guess I could build 1 ship and route it to Udir, but I think the bases are fine. Like we've got a lot of shielding, and we've now got the stingers. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, there is, as Windowed Up is saying, there's some micro you can do if you really want to maximize the bonus research points, but the effect is fairly small after the early game. I don't think it actually helps as much as people might think. So Zyast will continue building bases. Let's hope that these techs pop. That would be nice if I could... I guess construction already popped. I'm just waiting on weapons. If I could design a new ship with the auto blasters and start routing them out. I'm actually not too worried about this attack. I think I've got this covered. Actually, we're going to have multiple battles this turn. So here's the defensive battle first. So again, they've got a lot of missiles, but the missiles can't really damage me. Let's go back. So what do we want to kill here? What's the most dangerous? Probably I want to hit the Warcat stack, just because it's the largest stack. It is way in the back, though. Let's get rid of this first. Oh man, these poor scouts. They're gonna retreat now? Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. See, they can't actually hurt the planet. They just don't have enough to get through the defenses. Those poor scouts, though. Alright. So yeah, these ships just have missiles, and the planet just has missiles. Oh, they don't have a planet. They only have a planetary shield V. They don't have the planetary shield 5. They don't have the planetary shield 10. Let's see if we can get some of these missiles to hit the asteroids. Because like that takes out some of the damage. Like we will take some damage here. There's no avoiding that. We're probably gonna lose one ship. Nice. Ha ha ha. Take that. Like I said, I thought we'd probably lose one ship. Probably shouldn't have moved through the asteroid field there. Not bad. Losing one ship is not... They're going to retreat, though, because they're out of missiles. Nice. We took out the planet's defenses. So we will not bombard. We will hold position here and look to capture that world. This will also improve relations with the other races. This is probably the races. Yep. Oh no, they're actually attacking. Well, only 11 pop. Yeah. I thought that would be them dialing up to say they wanted to join. They were happy because they're at war with Mrrshans. That should have improved relations with them. It definitely did with the Klakons. Did you see how relations ticked up with them? Of course, they're erratic, so I can't count on them. I'm a little surprised at the humans, but oh well. Well, in that case, do we have current report with them? No, we need to get a spy report on them. Let's tick this off with the kitties and see if we can start stealing from the humans. I mean, if they're gonna go to war with us, we may as well. We did not discover these techs, unfortunately. So still waiting on that. But what I need to do now is start sending population to invade. I mean, we don't need a lot because we're the Borathi. I will have to deal with this fleet incoming, though, which is annoying. Hopefully my 6 huges are enough. I mean, they can't stay in place long term because all they can do is fire their missiles and then retreat. I might have to do a lot of running around to try to get rid of their missiles. But anyway, so these can land in 2 turns. This planet is size 95, so it can grow. Probably can do 15 pop, no trouble, and regrow that instantly. So this is why I didn't want these ships on shipbuilding, because they're going to have to regrow pop constantly as they send people away in invasions. No, 16 is the most it can handle. There we go. This is the first turn. All right, so it can handle 16 million, or 17 million. Ruckspin, you're larger, so you should be able to do 20 without any trouble. We'll just do 20 then. Yeah, 20 it is. And Teddy and Udir will be back on shipbuilding soon enough, but for right now... And yes, this is going to exceed the max for the planet, but that's fine. Remember, we have to kill the defenders first. 30 million. Udyr can stop building missile bases. All right, there we go. So we just need to shoo away those ships coming back. And then, I mean, no, do not go to Udyr. And I mean, with Bulrathi soldiers, it shouldn't be too hard. 22 missile bases is hopefully enough to shoo these away. We'll see. I do not have anything available to go help out there. So, still hoping on these techs to pop. Weapons is 30% now, so getting close. All right, let's see. Ziost could be an issue. Just depends on what's on those ships. I do not know what's on them. All right, so they're probably going to retreat here. No. Oh, tachyon beams. Okay. Make them come to us. So their initiative's higher. Oh. They did a lot more damage than I was expecting. In fact, they just killed 2 of my ships. So we're not going to win this battle, are we? Wow, they hit a lot harder than I was expecting. Bye! Well, there went the bulk of our fleet. Good luck, transports. So I don't think that they can... The good news is this attack is going to be a failure. Yeah, Mrrshans attack level. Well, yeah, they had a lot of tachyon beams. Okay, so that didn't work. Unfortunately, those Bulrathi Marines are probably all going to die. Well, obviously we need a stronger ship and we'll come back. So they're probably just going to retreat from this, but in the event that they don't, we'll shoot at the... Yeah. Time to design a new ship. Alright, well, the only option to move the tree forward is this, the particle beam. I don't really like this very much. I would have much preferred something else in the weapons field. Well, back to picnic basket it is. Good luck with that, you guys. So this is the dangerous one now, the Panther. It's like a pure space superiority combat setup. All right, I guess I could wait for computers to pop, but I don't think that there's anything that helpful there. Let's go ahead and design a new ship. We can probably clear this laser design and this colony design. All right. So we want the huge hull. We want our best computer. We want our best shield. Can put Andrium on this. Definitely want fusion. And even though it's expensive, we really do want that extra combat speed. All right, so auto blasters and Omega Vs. Let's get 15 Omega Vs and 25 auto blasters. Also, why is there a standard colony base here? Put the battle scanner on for sure. That's good. That actually frees up more space, doesn't it? Yeah, it actually frees up a lot more space. I had the colony space on there for some reason. Nice. 28 guns. Oh. I really want that. I really want to get that missile on there, just because it makes it easier to maneuver. All right, I'm not putting ECM on them, just because I'd rather have more. All right, so we've got auto 4. All right, so let's look at the difference in terms of specs between the fusion setup I did before. So the ship does cost more, 4,500 BC instead of 3,700. However, it has almost 50% more hit points, 900 as opposed to 1,500. And instead of having 25 fusion beams, it has 28 auto blasters. So that's the equivalent of 28 times 3. That's the equivalent of 54 fusion beams. Is that right? Yeah, so it is more than double the firepower. 25 against 28. Yeah, more than double the firepower. Yeah, I know. I actually have increased the cycles on this, believe it or not. All right. So let's go through. I might have this world do some shipbuilding too, just because it's actually a pretty good world. These two, I don't need as much research right now. What I need is some more worlds doing shipbuilding. Like, it's going to take them a little while to get there, but in time they will. Wait, Smokey, has it finished? Smokey needs to build Smokey still has no defenses. We might want to remedy that. Forgot it maxed out and then I forgot. All right, so you are a little too small to be doing shipbuilding. We're going to need you for pop transports. How many more factories does this world need? Very few. A little more than I thought, though. All right. All right, 3 years. Artifacts worlds will power most of our research. All right, and you can go back to research there. All right. 84. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I was like, I think it's more than that. 84 fusion beams, not 54. Yeah, so it's like triple the firepower, basically. Much better. So instead of shooting at that stack and so like when I fired at that stack, I killed I think like 2 of those ships, and it killed 2 of my huges. So imagine if I'd had the larger, the updated design would have taken like half as much damage. So it would have lost 1 ship, and instead of killing 2, it would have killed like 6. It would have just flipped the math of that encounter completely. So anyway, expect to hear all the transports got killed. Oh, nice. Improve robotics. Actually, since I haven't... Yeah, no surprise there. No, those poor bears. Since I haven't built any of that ship, let's redesign it. So they got a rich world. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Or I guess... Well, no. There's no point in redesigning it because I would only put... the only thing I would do is put the ECM jammer in. That's not going to be helpful. Yeah, that's not really useful. Good news is we're going to get class 7 deflectors soon. If I had auto repair, it might be worthwhile to redesign the ship. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could trade for auto repair with someone. Like before I build any of this new design. Oops! Ah! I did not mean to click next turn. Well, too late now. Okay, so everyone in the world, everyone in the galaxy is now coming after me. So I didn't build... Yeah, okay. So most everyone dislikes me now. Again, it's just because my population's so high. The AI dislikes you when you get that strong. So the only one I could talk to would be these guys. They do not have auto repair, so that's not going to be helpful. I'm surprised I haven't had any luck stealing from the humans yet. Would love to steal... Oh, I see. It was the alliance they probably had that brought them in. Okay. All right, well, it's you and me, buddy. You and me against the world, Necklars. We're being attacking. All right, so there's an attack coming at Ruxpin. Kind of sucks when you accidentally advance the turn when you don't mean to. I won't bother to try to change that, though. And Smokey, not surprisingly, since it has no bases. This would be a good time to put some of that reserve spending to use. So I don't know what's on these ships because I haven't seen much on the Klakons. I should be okay, though. Any other attacks incoming? No, just those 2. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead We'll just redesign this because we haven't actually built it yet. I'm going to make basically the same design, but since our computer tech advanced slightly, we can fit more stuff on here. We can fit one more gun on because our computer tech advanced from the last time. Actually, I'll do this. I'll put in Omega V, get up to 15. All right, this is 504. Now, the other thing I have to do is I have to go through the planets that were building these and make sure that they're building them again, because otherwise I would build 700 Scout 2s. I mean, don't get me wrong, 700 Scout 2s sounds great and all. We'll reroute this here to Smoky. Why not? Help out with this fight. I mean, 700 Scout 2s sounds great and all, but I think I'll pass. That's not going to be done in time to help Smokey, so. Yeah, that won't be done in time to help out either. Okay, so you're building the bases there. So many scouts. Could that get to Ruxpin in time? No, so I might as well just move it to Picnic Basket. All right, that looks good. Still getting a lot of research here, but I do need to start hitting some of these enemy worlds. You know, if the humans are going to be anti-me, I might try to hit them. We'll see. That would carry the genocide penalty, but do I care at this point? Not sure I do. What about the Klakons? They're close to me. That planet, how much, what do they have in terms of stuff? So they have Scatterpack 7s. I'm not super eager to dash into that at the moment. Scatterpack 7s, how much shielding do they have? Yeah, they have good shielding too. Okay, maybe not right now. Hi, Noxcath. Still feel like the cats are the weak ones to go. They're like, the cats are weak. They're an easy target. I still feel like they're the ones to hit. And just play defense elsewhere. Yeah, these ships still can't really do a whole lot. All right. Just gonna try to kill what we can. Take out these Pumas. Get out of here before all the missiles hit. Got out just before it would have died. Now we'll hit that stack. Alright, we killed 3 of them. Not bad. Didn't lose anything ourselves. Should have fired at that colony ship. I actually could have killed it. So they also sent a force over here. So this is my new ship here. If I had more of these, I'd be willing to fight. But the problem is, I don't want to... Like, these Panthers we know have... like, with these tachyon beams are pretty strong. I don't really want to take that, so I'm just going to get this ship out of here. Try to kill what I can amongst this stack. I guess I should have kept them for one more turn. Stop, because I could have retreated into the corner and bought one more turn and let these missiles kill some ships. So that was poorly done. The game should remind you of Master of Magic because it was made by the same people. Down to like using the same fonts and everything. Here comes Silicoids here. Alright, just Smoky and Picnic Basket for right now. So move these ships back here. Alright, so we finished 3 of the new ships, by the way. 2 of them over here. And 1 at Smoky, because it was finished at Forbearance. For the moment, I'll put that relocate up. Actually, I might put that here. We'll see. So Smokey will still have, we'll actually have 8 bases by the time this combat takes place, and it's going to have one of my new ships to help out. So that's pretty good. I did not mean to click next turn. Boy, I really have to watch this. Fat fingering pretty hard here. Fortunately, everything was in good shape. All right, so let's see what's on these ships. Okay, particle beam, fusion bomb. A lot of scatter. Oh, they got a lot of fusion bombs. That could be trouble. What's the attack level on these ships? Attack level 3? Well, I'm actually glad. Okay, missile defense 6. So the way that the game determines whether or not you hit, is they'll compare the attack level against the defense level. So since we have missile defense 6 and they have attack level 3, that means that they are -3. That means they only have 20% odds to hit. And fusion bombs don't do a whole lot against 15 points of shielding. They can get through. They will deal damage, but fortunately, their attack level is low enough that it's not too bad. This would have been horrible earlier in the game. But still, that stack with the 286 fusion bombs is the one we need to shoot at. What do they have in terms of action? They have very little in terms of ship-to-ship weapons here. They have the scatter packs, but that's not going to do that much damage. We can definitely go out and try to fight these guys. Oh wait, actually would scatter packs be better against these guys? How much shielding do they have? No, the stingers are better. Stingers are better because they have 4 points of shielding. So this is the ship with the particle beam. So I got to kill that first. Not too bad considering how few ships we have here. We only have one ship here. Get rid of the scatter packs. Accidentally fired scatter packs there. Scatter packs would be better against the little stack of 50 ships. All right. Killing what we can. Trying to block them from having a direct line at the planet. Like I said, I don't think these are going to hit that hard. Let's use scatter packs against this stack. Again, I'm trying to block their direct route to the planet. Let's get rid of that. Okay. More concerning, but not too bad. They remember they only bring 10 bombs to the fight, so that's for 9 count. So they don't have enough damage to get through the planet's shielding. It's a good thing we have Andrium armor though. I think they're gonna run out before they can kill the planet. I think. Definitely helping to having this ship here. How many more missiles do they have? 7 more. I don't think they have enough damage to get through what's left. They rolled well that time, unfortunately. They'll probably dump all the bombs and retreat. I agree. Good thing I managed to get up to 8 bases, though. How many more do they have? Got 5 more. I have to average a fair bit. Alright, that time they didn't roll that well. Obviously, we're killing some of their ships. I mean, we have killed quite a few of these ships. Yeah, I think they come up short. because they only have 2 bombs left and they'd have to kill 3 bases. I don't think they have enough damage to do that. That said, they did get down from 8 bases to, I think they're going to be down to, we're going to be down to 1 at the end of this, because they only have 1 bomb left, don't they? 1 bomb. You can see these fights can be close, but now they retreat. Yeah. Good thing I had the planetary 10 shield, or they would have definitely been enough. Killed over 100 of their ships, yeah. 100 mediums, though. And remember, this was with 1 auto blast ship. They'll retreat now. Alright, cool. We successfully defended. That was our weakest planet, too. Alright, so we're going to have to rebuild. They will have destroyed some factories, if not a ton. So let's get Smokey up to 20-ish bases, like most of the other planets. And it's going to need a few more factories to replace the ones that got destroyed. I don't think I hold that planet without this auto ship being in the area. Alright, so we have an attack incoming from picnic basket. That's right. So we need to make sure that the bases are upgraded there. I should probably honestly scrap the Scout 2s at this point because it's confusing. Sorry, Scout 2s. It'll make it easier to know which planets have actual ships at them. Even though it can be handy to have those Scout 2s. It just, at this point, it's more confusing having them standing around. No, see, the thing is, it's it's not a bad suggestion, but like having the Omega V bombs on here means that these ships can actually kill bases. Once I have like 10 of these, I should be able to go on the offensive without any real trouble. Like I've got a bunch of them under production right now. It's just a matter of getting these built. And like now that I've done the atmospheric terraform, or the atmospheric and whatchamacallit, and the advanced soil enrichment, I'm pumping these out pretty quickly. Like a lot of these planets can build them in 5 or 6 turns. You saw that Ukko was is not very well defended. It's just a matter of getting enough to take down that Panther design. Which I'm not there yet, but I will be in time. Yeah, there are some streaming weapons that carry over. So, like, I don't really have to... I mean, I'm not really under any particular time constraints here. The, like, fleet strength just needs to catch up, and that's all. Note that the relations have been improving with the Meklar. Oh no, not 15 factories at my capital. Whatever will I do? Attacking coming at Ruxpin. Well, we've got time to deal with that. We'll see what's on these ships first. Ruxpin can get over 30 bases, so I think it'll be okay. What else? Picnic basket. All right, just those 2 planets for right now. So I haven't had luck lifting things off the humans. I did get a lot of spies in their territory, but didn't manage to turn it into anything. I mean, there's a 0% chance I'd lose in the council, especially because the Meklars will vote for me. Everybody's computer tech is good enough. Like that's one thing for the Bears. They're terrible at terrible at spying. I probably need to get an updated report on some of these. Let's get an updated report on the Klakons, and I'll try to switch over to an updated report on the Mrrshans and the Sakra. Yep, so these are not the most exciting turns, but it's like I'm just waiting to get a large enough fleet built to establish space superiority. Like, how many do I have? I have 3 of these ships right now. Let's look at my planets. That'll tell me what everyone's building. So like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 more in production. When they all come off the assembly lines, that gives me 8. Like that's probably enough. This is a nun planet, so they've just never scouted it. They can scout it if they want. They probably scouted it because I scrapped my scout 2s that had been blocking that spot. Alright, well this is new. I don't remember this being... Alright, yeah, this is new. I mean, they're probably just going to run, though, because I don't think they can hurt this planet. But in the event that they don't... Yeah, I figured as much. Alright, so here come the silicoids. Let's see what they've got on these designs. Alright, just fusion beams. That's nothing scary. Nothing scary at all. We can just kill a bunch of these ships before they leave. The Manta in particular is kind of irrelevant. How much shielding do they have? Alright. I think we'll still use... I don't want to lose my actual ships here, but we'll see. Well, their ships are very slow. That's good news. I can probably hit and run against them. Very slow, so their initiative should be very low too. Try to space them out and see what we can do. These guys are just decoys, basically. Alright, stingers. Let's try to take out this group here. Mass drivers. Yeah, I don't want to get hit by this ship. 248 mass drivers is not going to be pleasant. I'm going to try to stay away from that. Just stay up here for right now. Oh, warp dissipator. Okay, I definitely don't want that. I forgot they had a warp dissipator on that ship. I think I already fired at that stack. That's a lot scarier. Let's get the heck out of here. I don't want to lose these ships in a battle that's pointless. Killed a decent amount of their ships. Why not do espionage on every... Well, remember, every tick does cost you money. If you're serious about... So the other thing is, the humans don't have great computer tech. Where I'm basically ahead of them in computer tech. These other AIs have better computer tech. I guess the Klakons I'd have a decent chance to steal something with. But like the Silicoids are too far ahead. Even the Mrrshans, even Kitty's ahead of us in computer tech. So... I'm just trying to keep my knowledge of them up current right now. All right, so Ruxpin, yeah, these worlds, I don't think they can crack my worlds. These ships just have fusion beams on them, so I'm not concerned about what they're carrying. I'd been hoping I'd be able to go on the offensive a little bit sooner, but losing some of those ships made it tougher. All right, let's get these. Let's get a couple more turns here. We're also getting close to being able to terraform again. 2 more points of shielding for our bases will be nice. Ion drives will be really nice when that comes in. I'll definitely design a new ship when ion drives comes in. Just because I'll have faster ships. What's this? Probably something bad. Alright, well, except for right now. They might actually toss in some reserve money for that. Nope, they didn't. Sometimes they toss in reserve money to make peace. This doesn't really change anything. We're still going to attack them anyway. They're back up to 3 bases there. Not that what they have is very strong. I'll shift these ships over to help out at Ruxpin next turn. Otherwise, I think we're good. So Smoky, let's get up to 20 bases there for safety's sake. A whole bunch of planets are almost done with these ships. And then I'll start heading for Ukko after that. Yeah, the best research is what you take from your enemies, absolutely. Oh, wait, what the? It said 2 turns to get there. All right, Licky is so far in the back lines. But I do want one missile base there. Just have to make sure to swap that next turn. Oh, all right, so they attack at 4 barons. Hello. With a colony ship, okay. It does only have 2 bases, so. I mean, it can build them very quickly. Let's finish this ship. Because I do want that. So Ruxpin's about to get attacked. Actually, can these make it over there in one turn? They can. Sorry, so Ruxpin, you take care of that. Will the AI reuse the ship names? Yes, they have a limited number of ship names that they use over and over again. Zios, let's just have you squeeze out an extra base because you're about to get attacked here. So 4 barons will get another ship down there to Ziost. So what is it? It's Ruxpin, 4 barons, and Ziost are getting attacked. Okay. Yeah, like Pooh is not one of my best planets. It's like a mid-tier world, and it can produce one of these ships in 7 turns. I say it just keeps doing that. All right. You can actually sometimes do these turns pretty quickly, just once like everything's automated and set up. All right. So similar thing to before. I think we saw these guys before. They can't hurt the planet at all, so this is literally just a matter of how many ships we can kill before like they run away. This is not 23 larges with heavy fusions is not trivial though. This is definitely the most dangerous design here, especially because it is the warp dissipator. So 100% want to take out that ship design. This is 200 mass drivers. That would deal... mass drivers are, what, about... How much damage do mass drivers do? I think they're 5 to 8. I'm just going to look it up off the top of my head because I'm curious here. Mass driver Orion. Mass drivers are 5 to 8, but halves enemy shield strength. Wait, what just happened? Did I just lose sound all of a sudden? Somehow opening up another window caused me to lose sound here. Okay, well, that's fine as long as you guys didn't lose it. My audio setup is really bizarre. I was just trying to figure out how much damage these guys would do. Attack level 5. You can still hear. What about the game? Can you still hear the game? Oh, never mind. Here it is. It's still here. The little beeps and bloops are still here. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it to potentially lose ships for no reason. So we'll just retreat back here for a couple turns. Keep shooting at them. There we go. Yeah. I mean, we've killed quite a few of the ships here. I mean, they'll hop away now, but we killed a lot of ships. Okay. It just went down briefly for some reason. Alright. Similar to what we had before, the fusion bombs, particle beams. Okay. I now have 3 of these ships. I am not scared of these guys. So we actually do want to use the scatter pack here against the little ships. Scatter pack's good against the little ships. Goodbye. That colony ship's irrelevant. Wow, what a difference having a few more ships makes. I'm going to stand here to try and block their path forward. Yeah, Bye. I think my new gunship's a success. Nice. All right. Where are we getting attacked now? Just at forbearance? Okay. So, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to worry about that attack. All right. So this is going to be here next turn. As soon as that happens, I'm going to send these guys forward. So we're attacking Ukko in 3 turns. You guys slide over here. So they move out. Yeah, so we're attacking in 3 turns. So let's start queuing up pop transports. That'll take 3 turns to get there. That's only 2. I don't think we need... These are all 2 turns to get there, right? Yeah, they're all 2 turns to get there. So we move population transports out next turn. And that's 1 turn, right? Yep. All right, so we're marching on Ukko with our new gunships. Let me just cycle through my... That's right, I've got a... Licky was building a base. There we go. Let's just cycle through the planets real quick to make sure I'm not doing something stupid at one of them. Like Zyos can go back to research now. Forbearance is going to squeeze those bases out. Smoky, almost done building bases. The only reason it's still building them is because it's come under a lot of fire in the past. Ruxpin and Picnic Basket, you better enjoy this turn because you're going to be sending a lot of transports forward after this. Also, in terms of tech, look, force fields are about to pop. Planetology is about to pop. The next time we design a ship is when ion drives come in, because that'll get us up to warp 6. And warp 6 ships are obviously way faster. We'll also be able to incorporate in class 7 deflectors. So it'll be similar to the ship we have right now, but just a little bit better. Unless we pull some good techs from invading the Mrrshans world, which is a possibility. Yeah, this is not a threat. Yeah, get that trash out of there. Oh, we actually are not getting attacked at any planet right now. I just checked and nothing. All right. Heading on out then. Also, Smoky, now that you're at 19 bases, I think you can go over and do some research. Help pick up the slack for these planets that are going to be sending their pop transports forward. All right, so I think you need 2 turns to get there. Yep, so we'll send you forward, hard beams, right now. And let's send out the clowns. No, send out the population transports. Actually, you can probably do... I think this was the one that could do 20. Yep. Picnic Basket is the one that could do 17. That's close enough. Teddy, I think, was able to do 30, if I remember correctly. Pull it off shipbuilding for a turn. Grow all those people. Obviously, one of the other cool things about getting the faster engines is it also increases our transport speed. Actually, you can only do... All right. So I think that's it. I think we're good to go. Setting up for our first real attack. I mean, we tried before and it didn't work. Copyright protection that we don't need because this is the GOG version. All right, all these worlds regrow. Teddy goes back to building ships. Udir also goes back to building ships. Yeah, Udir's actually not a great shipbuilding world. It's just it's close to the front lines. I'll probably switch it over to research eventually. Oh, hey, Smokey is now being targeted again by some stuff that's not very good, but we'll build bases. All right. Send the attack forward. So these population transports will be enough to take the planet, but we want to send more pop behind that because we're going to be looking to stand up the world and terraform it. So some of this will probably be excessive and not needed, but better to have some pop flooding in. It's not like I need the 300 research points from these planets or anything. All right, there we go. Stop building bases at your homeworld. Thank you. I meant this to go back to shipbuilding. Thank you. That was the one thing I missed there. Send out the bears. All right, so here's our first real attack coming at Ukko. Cats don't seem to have that much defending it. I think we'll see. Let's see how the attack goes. This will improve relations with anyone who's at war with the cats. Yeah, I think we can handle this. What are on these ships? All right, so this is the only one that has ship-to-ship weapons. I guess the Leopard technically does as well. Note that the auto 4 goes first because it is the highest initiative. Why do I turn off the missiles? Because this allows me to fire my weapons and still move. Oh, apparently they're all firing at the poor, outdated hard beam. Actually, no, they're not. I don't know what they're firing at. Bye. Oh no, they're firing at the ship that actually can do damage to them. Smart of them. Yeah, good luck with that. Does this ship have bombs on it? I think it does. It has fusion bombs. Not enough damage to get through the planet, so I'll just retreat that. Yeah, that'll definitely be enough to kill the planet's defense, yeah. There's only 6 population on that world. Well, we're not going to get a lot of techs from invading, but there's only 122 transports. That may be a little overkill. It's 35 max for now. We did not get any tech. Not surprising. We had Andrium to their Zortrium, plus battlesuits, plus we're the Bulrathi. Slight overkill. I've had to invade... Well, watch. We'll terraform it on this turn. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We were technically not at war, but... We were technically not at war there. Alright. So needless to say, Ukko is going to be... But, like, watch. Remember, I can terraform this planet. I actually need to get some reserve spending going. I think I'll take up planet and start pumping some tech in there. Yeah, so this is probably excessive. But it will be a Gaia planet on the following turn. Also, let's see. Do I have anything that's en route right now? Like when Pooh finishes this ship, it might be able to go onto reserve. Like maybe Grizzly could just do that right now. I think I'm gonna rebase my. Is it Control R or Alt R? Maybe it's Alt R. There we go. I'm gonna rebase my go-to orders here. So Ruxpin is not shipbuilding, so let's drop that. This also tells me as I'm playing what worlds are doing shipbuilding. So again, I know once the I'm going to need to flood more population here as soon as the terraforming's done. So I'm going to keep sending more pop. Looks like last turn was the wrong turn to send them. But trust me, the terraforming will complete and the max size of the planet's going to go way up. So this is inefficient, don't get me wrong. But it will matter in time. Anyway, so we'll have to look to crack another cat world soon. I guess Fieris, although it's in that nebula, which is really annoying. No shields for them, but no shields for me either. I don't know how many bases it has because I have never managed to get a scout. They probably have 30-ish bases. We'll see if we can make some progress here first, though. All right, Smokey is fine. Well, they actually think they can hurt me here? I guess technically the fusion bombs can, I guess. Just barely. Like the ship moved forward instead of moving back for some reason. Alright, well. I don't know why you think you can hurt this planet. I do have 15 points of shielding here, so I don't quite understand this, but alright, whatever. See if the stingers do more. About the same. Oh. I guess it's the particle beam can do some damage. stats on that. So they do have one weapon that can barely get through my shielding. I mean, okay. I hope that was worth it. Now they won't be able to get through. So we could go for Cloaking Device. It's a cool special, but it's more good for hit and run, and I'm not really doing hit and run attacks. I guess, no, that wouldn't move the tree forward. I already skipped that. So let's go up to Class 9 Deflectors. Get even more shielding. Rockspin's one's below its max. Are you kidding me? That's still not enough to finish the Gaia? I guess I'm just short. Which means that more population's gonna get fed into the magical death furnaces. Or whatever. I thought that I'd be able to terraform this a little bit faster than I am actually terraforming it. This pop is not doing anything as a result. Still terraforming. Why not Maximinus doing it? That's a good call, actually. Maximinus would be probably a better choice than Grizzly, because I would like to squeeze another ship out of Grizzly. All right, well, trust me, we will get the Gaia on this planet and terraform it, and it'll be great. At the moment, I don't have enough ships to both defend Ukko and start pushing forward, so we'll just defend Ukko for right now. Keep building up our forces. Again, there's a council vote coming up, but the Meklar will 100% vote for me. So I'm not in any great risk. I'd love to get that advanced space scanner from these guys. Oh my god, they have plasma cannons? Wow. I would love that too. But for right now, I'm just trying to stay apprised of what the other races have. Still haven't had any luck with the humans. I'm also not, I guess I'm not too far from Robotics 5. And Planetology will be able to stack 20 million more people on every planet. And impulse drive, or ion drives, excuse me. Ion drives is nice, will be a big tech for us too. All right, let me just see what the other planets are doing. Anything stupid? Smokey can stop pumping bases for right now. Using Maximinus for reserve. All right, looks good. Oh, I got an attack incoming there. Oh no, not Teddy, not 2 missile bases. Where's this going? Oh, that's still retreating? Wait, did they just choose not... Did they get to my planet and just choose not to attack or something? Alright, now finally, Ukko will terraform. But right now, Picnic Basket can just keep sending pop. I'm not going to use another planet, but it can do this for right now. Alright. So... do we have enough of these ships to attack Fieris? Probably not, based on what I'm seeing there right now. What about this planet? Silicoids. What defenses do they have? So, oh, they have crummy weapons. They only have mercs for missiles. They have good defenses, but they only have mercs. We could totally hit that planet. I mean, they've got the tritanium armor, so their bases will have a lot of... But like that planet, if it's only firing Merculite missiles, that's not very good at all. I think we can totally take that over. Let's build up Ukko a little bit more, but otherwise I think we're good. Not even being attacked anywhere right now. Some of these planets I think have almost finished one of these. So what do we have? 7 of these, and 8th one's about to pop out. 4 years. 1 year. Like, this Indoria is not very well defended right now. But I run the risk if I move this fleet forward that someone could slip in and take Ukko. I'm not willing to take that risk right now. No one attacked me that turn. Yeah, see, now it's up to 80 pop. That was the whole goal, was for that to have. All right, so now the terraforming's done. Just took slightly longer than I was expecting. So yeah, you use reserve spending to crash build the factories, and then you flood in pop to get it up to size. So that'll be 17. So that takes it to what? All right, so it doesn't need very many more. Just send 10 more. That'll be more than I need, but just to make sure that we max out that world. Okay, so that'll get it up to full. Ukko is a small planet indeed. So an attack coming at Teddy. So we'll have Teddy just build bases for this turn. Oh, actually, huh. Apparently Teddy needed to upgrade its bases. I just wanted to get that to 1 year. That means all the bases will be upgraded. All right, that looks good. Again, we're about to have a council vote. We did manage to get a spy with the silicoids, get an update on them. I don't see anything too scary on them. I can't really spy though. I guess they have powered armor would be awesome. So I think now I just need to keep current with these guys just to see what they've got. We've had 0 luck spying on the humans, by the way. No. Generally, you know that the bases are outdated if you're spending on them and it says this. If it says upgrade, that's how you know. But you have to spend on them in order to have it happen, in order to know. Smoky, okay. So apparently they just decided not to attack. Like they got to Teddy and they just turned around and chose not to attack. Okay. Interesting. We don't have a treaty or anything. We are at war. So I don't know why they did that, but okay. Works for me. All right, so Ukko will be max pop next turn. As expected, I had more pop than I needed. It has like 0 factories. It only has 59 factories, so that's going to take a little while. But I think we can hit Indoria, and now's a good time to do it because there's going to be a council vote. So we have a ship incoming. Let's leave... I can get here in 1 turn, can I? Yeah. Let's leave 1 fusion behind and 1 auto behind, and we'll send the rest. Let's see what we can do here. 30 bases is not insignificant, but they only have Merculites, so that's a plus. The Cylons are the best faction. It's a good question. They are not in this galaxy. All right. Heavy, 32 heavy fusion. Jeez. With a warp dissipator too. Well, we'll be able to kill that pretty... Hopefully we can kill that pretty quickly. What's the attack level on the planet? 7. I'm not 100% sure how much damage those mercs are going to do. We'll see. Hopefully not too much. Oops. Moved the wrong way. Alright, that's not bad. Only did 450. I wasn't exactly sure. So we're going to use weight. So that we can fire on these guys. Fortunately, the warp dissipator didn't do anything on the first go. Oh, they have repulsors. Okay. Just need to make sure I get next to the planet. Alright, cool. We took out 6 bases. That means we definitely have enough bombs to get the job done. So the only issue is dealing with this. So here's the scary thing. They have a heavy fusion beam, so they can hit from 2 tiles away. And with the warp dissipator, they can stop us from being able to move. So if I get warp dissipated, I'm going to have to start running. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. The repulsor beam plus the 2 much move? I still have speed 2. I think I need to get out of here though. Warp dissipator and a repulsor beam. So I don't really have a ship designed to deal with this. I would easily hit the planet if it weren't for this one ship, but I don't have an immediate response to this right now. I need to get out of here. It's just too dangerous not to. Because he can freeze me in place and then I won't be able to run. And then he can just hit me from 2 tiles away endlessly and kill every ship. Okay, we'll have to fix that on forbearance. We'll see. Alright, so they vote against... Wait, oh, it's the Klakons I'm up against. Interesting. Not the Silicoids. So everyone's going to vote for them except the Meklar, who will vote for me. So they vote for me. We abstain. I do have a veto block, if narrowly, just barely. Like you can see, he got up to 60% of the vote there. Definitely need to start taking over some more AI worlds. All right, if he wants a peace treaty for right now, it's okay. We can focus on the cats. Head back to Ukko. Focus on the cats here. The good news is we're about to get planetology, and that's 20 million more people on each planet. And I'm about to get propulsion as well. And like my tech is advancing along. I still have not managed to invade and capture tech on any worlds yet, which is a little bit annoying. So I did lose one of my big gunships there. One. Yeah, this is the world to take next. It's just with no shields, I'm slightly concerned about how much damage these ships would be able to output. Like this is quite a few larges. The 20 leopards and another 30, like that's a lot of damage on those ships. Maybe we go for someone else then, not the cats, because I don't like hitting that nebula. Like I don't like fighting there. Maybe we go for the Klakons. They have scatter pack, like they do have the scatter pack 10, which is not ideal. But like, I don't know. Or we could try to go after continue going after the rocks. I know I just signed a treaty with them, but that doesn't really matter at this point. Actually, the rocks really probably are the best way to go. Yeah, Robotics 5 is going to help a lot too, as it always does. Like, we would have cracked that world if it weren't for this monitor ship. If it weren't for that design, we would have cracked that world easily. But I see they're building more of them. So I probably do need something to deal with that design. Maybe I'll put a 2-range weapon on the next ship I design just to deal with that. Like, I'm close to doing another design here. When propulsion comes in, we'll do a new design. So that particle beam we've seen on some of the AI ship designs. Yeah, it's like literally that one ship. Anyway, so we'll be able to start getting bases on here relatively quickly. Let's get a few more ships in here and then we'll see. Okay, well, we're going to be terraforming first. Let's terraform and see where we are after that. So we have terraforming plus 40 right now. So this will be 20 million more, 3 BC, so it's a 60 BC cost. It's very cheap. Could go for universal antidote, but no one's been using bioweapons, so we'll take plus 80. Just keep making our planets larger. All right. So yeah, let's terraform them up. Aside from the places that are getting attacked yet again. Those are the only 2, right? Okay. All right. Well, at Udir, I can move some of my ships to help out. Oh, no, I can't. 2 turns. I'm just out of range there. Okay. All right. First to terraform. Don't need a lot to terraform. The Mrrshans are the weakest faction in the game, both in the AI's hands and when played by a human. They're just not very strong. Actually, let's finish this ship and then we'll do the factories after that. They're just very weak in this game. That's definitely more than I need to spend. So I could like go through and measure this out precisely, but so that'll upgrade Udir's bases. So like we haven't seen a lot of Lima in this game because it's just been in the northeast corner, but it's been so valuable throughout this game, like crazy valuable. With all the artifacts it's been doing. Oh wow, also apparently I have a ton of reserve spending somehow. I think one of the AIs gave me some money in that peace treaty. Okay, we still have some money going into tech, right? Yeah. All right, that should be good for right now. Not concerned about that world. And the other one was Ziost, I think. Not too concerned about that either. Although I don't know what's on those designs, so unfortunately I can't get a ship there. So those leopards are the ones that have a handful of tachyon beams. I had a planet doing reserve spending for a while. It's true. Same thing here. Just all gonna retreat. Alright, this is the one that could be an issue depending on what's on these ships. We've got the pulse phaser. Fusion bomb's the only thing that could, I think, hit me. Were overly optimistic in hitting that planet. Well, not you too, Maclars. Yeah, everybody hates me because I'm so big. All right. Restless, yeah. Well, I mean, my population's grown, so I need to take over some planets before the next election just to be 100% safe. I should be, but just to be 100% safe. All right, let's do we'll grow the pop first just because I can see exactly how much I need. I actually don't have that many factories to add. All right, so we'll cycle through here. Smoky should be fine. Yeah, we know what's on those ships and they can't break the defenses. So these bases are, no, the bases do need to upgrade a little bit though. So let's make sure we do that. All right. So make sure the bases are upgraded. Make sure we get what pop we can. Put the rest into industry. Yeah, it's been a little tricky trying to break the AI's defenses in this game. They've done a good job of defending against me. So this is inefficient to do the pop first and the factory second, but it means less guessing because I'll be able to see exactly how many factories I need to build next turn. So, as I said, it's inefficient to do this, but it's not, at this stage of the game, it's not that important, I think. All right. So Udir, Licky, this will get it up to max pop, like all these other worlds. You are the one planet doing research, so I will be more efficient with you. And Ukko, the one I'm trying to stand up. Shouldn't take too much longer here. So it'll need, it's at like half factories at the moment. We will also be more efficient with you because you need factories. Yeah, so like we get 40 factories this turn. Only needs about 3 turns to be maxed out in pop and maxed out in factories, and then we build the bases, and then we're pretty much good to go. Now you are not being attacked, right, Ziost? No, you just drove off that attack. That's right, you didn't finish terraforming because I had to drive everybody off. All right, okay. So, watch our planet screen next turn. We'll have a ton more pop coming in. No, not Lima. I mean, we're going to be building factories there. I never wanted to fight you in the first place, so I'm happy to sign peace. You were an ally for most of the game. All right, so this is going to give me a million things about factories and pop finishing. We're going to have to click through all the planets again anyway, so yeah, I get it. So I can stop spying on these guys now. I didn't have any luck spying on them anyway. Do they have an alliance with anyone? No. Okay, good. Maybe we can trade for something. Not that they really have anything I want, so. So we did manage to get a spy in here. I would love to not be at war with them because they're going to bring the Mechlars into a war against me. Let's see if we can sign peace with them. Yay. Not going to sign them up to trade at this point because they're erratic. Not much here I really would want. A better battle computer would be nice, though. I don't see myself fighting them right now, so I'll make this deal. Just get a slightly better battle computer. Obviously, I gave them better shielding tech. But like I said, I don't see myself attacking them right now. Good, we actually went all the way to relax there. Yeah, they had class 5 deflectors, so that only gave them 2 more points of shielding. Now, granted, it only gave me 1 more point of of attack tech, but still, that was one of the holes in my tree. Low battle computers level. Okay, so let's get back to. So diplomatically, I feel a lot better now. I was able to get. They're actually at amiable and they're at relaxed because I've been hitting their enemies. They should be able to stay on my side because like I'm at war with the people they hate, the cats and the rocks. So like this should be a setup that's doable. All right. Anyway, so Smokey is the only planet that's coming under attack right now. Just make sure it's got bases. I think it'll be okay. All right, elsewhere. Okay, so you're done terraforming. You were the planet doing reserve spending, but I think we might have enough in the reserve for right now. Anyway, I'll leave you on reserve for right now. Grizzly, you're going to max your factories, so go back to your shipbuilding. Ruxpin, same deal. Go back to doing reserve spending there. Picnic basket, same thing. Finish your factories. Teddy has already finished its factories, apparently. Shipbuilding. Here, it looks like you need this turn to finish your factories. You've got your factories done, so research. Lima. You build your factories this turn. Cool, you're going to max out. Okay, put the rest in ecology then. All right, here's our new planet just getting started. All right, 53 more factories this year. Clacons have trifocus plasma. Okay, let's not fight them right now. Yeah, the AI does research really well in this game. This will get us to... We should be able to finish factories here next turn. Zyast is going to be at max pop next turn, so it needs factories now. Wait, remember how this was a size 10 planet at the start of the game? It's at size 95 now. Forbearance needs to build, not bases, ships. There we go. Poo, same thing. 4 turns. Smoky build bases. Because you've got attacks incoming. Max and minus. Alright, so that's it. We already went through all the other planets. Or did I do this one? Yeah, I did. That's why it looks weird. So I took the time there. Okay. Yeah, we really just need to hit the cats. And unfortunately, the only planet that's kind of in range is Furious. Their capital, or homeworld, I guess, more precise. It's tough because the shield's not applying means you take a lot of damage. And they've been stacking up their fleet. I really... It might even be worthwhile to go hit one of these other planets back here, but the range concerns are... Like, it's a little weird, like, going around their homeworld. Or maybe we just hit the rocks. I mean, that's probably the safer, smarter decision because of that weird nebula. If I could just find a way to deal with these monitors, I'd be fine. Well, we'll see. This planet's not very well defended. It's just getting past that one design. As I said, when the propulsion comes in, ion drives come in, we'll design a new ship. And maybe I'll put a 2-range weapon on there. Or alternately, hear me out here. We could fight a battle and kill the Mrrshans fleet away from their homeworld. That works for me too. So we're defending Ukko. But unlike the last time we clashed with these Panther ships, we have 10 of our new design right now. So I think they're firing at this ship. Nope, they're firing at the hard beam. Good job, hard beam, drawing fire on a completely useless ship. That did nothing. This is actually the more dangerous ship. Yeah, see how it did 700? However, we can do that back. Oh yeah, these gunships are good. Not as strong, but not irrelevant. Yeah, fire at that ship. Fire at my old ship that doesn't matter anymore. I mean, we're just cutting through these larges. Yeah, keep chasing. Yeah, go after that ship. Okay. Can I reach this ship? 1, 2... Actually, I'm not sure if I can. Just take out these then. Yeah, I didn't think I could reach that ship design. Oh, wow. I had higher initiative, so I just destroyed that. We only have 60 health left, so we might lose one of these, but... Yeah, we just wrecked their fleet. Oh, he just barely did enough damage to kill one. I almost got through that without losing a single one of my ships. So we just killed the... All right, new plan. We just killed the entire kitty fleet. Now we'll go kill their planet. Now we'll go kill their homeworld. Rather than fighting their fleet at their homeworld, we got to fight them at Ukko instead. I mean, they still have some of those ships left, but like we killed most of their fleet. Nice. It's like, if you insist. And now terraforming's done. So let's go through our planets again. All right, so 3 turns. Oh, I think the Klakon's backed off because we signed peace, which is fine with me. You did finish maxing out, right? Yeah. Yeah, Lima, I think, has got this. How many more factories does it need? It needs like 10 factories. That should do it. Meanwhile, Ukko, who we've like very laboriously built up here over time, should max out on factories this turn. And then we'll just build that planetary base, or planetary shield. It'll be another contributor. Not a great planet, but hey, size 100. This world's also almost, I guess it's just about done with its factories. There we go. All right, looking good, looking good. Now the question is, do I want to strike right now? No, I want to get this, I want to get a base up over Ukko before I do anything else. Still, the cats really did open up an opportunity there to strike. I do want to take advantage of it. Unfortunately, we did lose all of our hard beams, so bid farewell to the hard beams. They gave excellent service, standing there and taking attacks for us. All right. Wow, Lime was up to 1,500 research points all by itself. Ukko is going to need another turn or two to build. Oh, hey, someone's attacking Ziost again. Ziost draws a lot of attention, doesn't it? And Udir. Oh, hey, look, the cats sent their fleet forward. Okay. Well, I can't ignore that opportunity. I've got to go. I've got to strike while they're off there. The only question is if I want to, how many ships I want to hold back. So Ziost, go back to building bases for right now. I don't want to leave Ukko completely undefended, but I do want to send most of my ships forward. Still can't finish the shield. It's expensive. I'm going to take another turn to do that. But we're going to send almost everything forward. Just one. We've got to hope that nothing too deadly hits this planet. It's a shame that that ship out of... These planets are all 3 turns away. But like they just moved their whole fleet out, so I really want to strike while the iron's hot. I don't know off the top of my head how much it costs. It is a pretty substantial cost, though. And Max and Minus, you can go back to stocking the reserve right now. It's a good question. Maybe someone in chat knows how much. Yeah, the Mrrshans are making these decisions easy for me. Yeah, like, this is not scary in the least. They can't hurt me here. I mean, they're just going to retreat, so... One thing you can do is you can build... All right. So they don't... Oh, 46 bases. Okay. But no shields. Unfortunately, that means my ships have no shields either. So I need to get to the enemy base as fast as possible and kill it. Like, one round of Omega Vs will do insane damage, but I do have to get there. All right, well, yeah, go deal with that other ship first. The only scary thing is how much damage this volley of stingers is going to do. I don't know how much it is, but I expect it's going to hurt when it hits. But even my lasers do a lot of damage because they have no shields. Alright, worth. Even my fusion beams do damage here. Alright, one versus 2. I think my ship is stronger than theirs. Yeah. Huge against large design. But you can see why I needed to leave that one ship behind, right? So now we've scouted Fieris. We are not going to bomb. We're going to take this planet over. Bombing, but I'm hitting them hard enough to take out their bases. Yeah, see? He actually wants to trade. No, it's too late in the game to trade. He must be on bad terms with the Mrrshans. This is going to pick up relations with everyone who hates the cats, which is, let's be honest, basically everyone, because everyone hates the cats. Nobody likes the cats very much. All right. So that was a big battle, taking over the... or I should be more precise, gaining space superiority over the cat homeworld. Now Ukko's just going to build bases. Look, it'll finish the shield and have 5 bases starting next turn. So where I need my ships to go over there. Ukko will be able to handle itself. Right now the AI designs are not really strong enough to crack my bases. So here's the sad thing is we're going to take a while to get through this, move transports through this nebula. Wait, that's right. I can send a little bit more because the planet's larger now after terraforming. Picnic basket, Ruxpin, you're on it. Ukko will be sending pop soon too, once it gets its shield up. The other thing that's going to help is note that propulsion tech is in the percentages. This will increase my right now my transports move at warp 2. They'll go up to warp 5, so they'll be more than twice as fast, and that's definitely going to be a big difference. I'm gonna have Teddy stop. Yeah, 3 turns. Well, I'm gonna need Teddy's pop to conquer this planet. It helps that I'm Borathi. I'm not gonna need a lot of people to take over. Wow, Teddy's up to size 205, so I can do 35. Both Teddy and Udyr are close to producing a ship, so it's kind of painful to do this, but I want to take over this world, and they're the only ones close enough right now. Having your homeworld in Nebula sucks. It's awful. So obviously the fleet's just going to hold position here until the transports can arrive. I could not send the transports ahead of time because I didn't have scouting on that world. You have to have scouted the planet to be able to send transports there. All right. I've got 2 ships coming out of Forbearance and then at Poo though, so that's good. All right, cool. Note that my 2 artifacts worlds are like the entire research budget. They just free up the rest of the empire to do whatever they want, which is really nice. So we'll probably hold off on designing a ship until after we conquer the Kitty Cat homeworld, because we'll pick up a lot of tech, or we should pick up a lot of tech in invading them. Now we're gonna have to hold off their ships, but like the AI tends to trickle in its ships. So I'm not too worried about this. Yeah, I'm not even surprised they retreated. Now, if I had the high energy focus, I could have stopped them from running and killed them. I do not want to bomb them. I've got plenty of troop transports on the way. All right, so now all the planets I sent pop from Remax. Ukko finishes its shield. Let's just get up to like 10 bases at Ukko. One more turn here. Yeah, that'll get it to 10 bases. Then I can probably start sending pop transports from Ukko. Meanwhile, though, we're going to do the same thing here. Keep sending in more. Oh, that's more than I wanted. Misclick there at the end. See, it's not enough just to send pop to conquer the planet. You got to fill it back up with people again. That's an AI homeworld, so it can hold up to like 200. It can probably hold about 200 million after I terraform it. So I need both people to take over the world, and then I also need pop to fill it back up afterwards. And fortunately, Master of Orion lets you do this pretty quickly. Like, there's not too much micro work involved overall. One other nice thing is I love the rally point system. Like right now, any world that builds a ship, just it gets routed to Ukko, which is super nice. Like there was one that was built at Poo, and like now it's on its way up there, and I don't even have to do anything. It just automatically will reroute itself to Ukko. Where's the retreating kitty fleet going? Probably to Wynil. Yep, just because that's their next planet over. Let's just check in on the other races for a sec here. Look, the humans are all the way up to peaceful. Let's sign them up to a non-aggression pact. Why not? I might as well get their vote in the council. I'm not planning to kill everyone in this game, by the way. No surprise there. Don't really have a lot that I want. Just to bump up my construction tech level a little bit. This is very outdated tech, and I gave him a very outdated tech for it. Just allows a little bit more space when shipbuilding. Yeah, we're relaxed with these guys too. That trifocus plasma. This is one of the top weapons in the game, by the way. Does very, very heavy damage. He's got industrial waste elimination. He's teched really well. Of course, that's because he's got that technologist personality. Clacons usually don't tech quite that hard. I'm just trying to sign up for better relations here. I thought we already had this. Oh well. Nope. Not giving that to you. He actually has a lot of planets. I do not want him to be able to atmospherically terraform them. I would sign up the Meklar to a non-aggression pact too, but they're not willing to talk to me. So basically, Clacons, Meklars, humans are our friends. We want to grind down and potentially eliminate these two, and that's my goal for the game. Although it's interesting that the Clacons have been emerging as the other big power on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're up to like 10 or so planets. But if I grind down and eliminate the Mrrshans and the Silicoids, that'll give me enough to win in the council, no problem. I have Andrium, not Adamantium. Good point. I just don't want to give him atmospheric terraforming. It's a very powerful tech in his hands. Okay, so Kitty was able to rebuild 2 bases over the planet. 2 bases are not that scary, though. This many Stinger missiles is a problem, though, especially when I have no shields. But there is good news. It's being fired at the other stack, the one that actually doesn't matter. So we'll just let that ship draw their fire. Oh, you were supposed to retreat before that could happen. Ow. This is the dangerous stack here. Fortunately, we killed half of them. Like, that's the problem. With no shields, you take a lot of damage from everything. Fortunately, we're strong enough to win this fight. Might lose another ship, though. Well, not from that stack. Surprisingly, they're not trying to run. Obviously, auto repair special would have been really nice here, too. No. Fieris is ours. Go away. And now we're actually going to land people. This, because we're the Borathi, this is probably enough. Or not. They do have the armored exoskeleton. That's fine, though. 196 troop transports. Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't do better there, but they do have better ground technology. They want an alliance. You usually don't want to sign up on alliances because you can get pulled into wars you don't want. Okay. Still, like, there's more of these ships incoming, and I'm down to only 4 of these auto ships, so hopefully they're, I mean, I have more coming, but they're not there yet, unfortunately. So, time to keep loading. So Teddy and Udir, I think, go back to finishing these ships, because I kind of need these ships to pop out. And now we can have Ukko send pop over here, even if it's not a huge planet. This upcoming turn is the one where most of the pop transports are about to arrive. Again, faster warp engines will make a big difference. I think that's about right. Yep. We are in the percentages for propulsion here. 18% odds right now. Attacks incoming anywhere else? Just at Ukko, which has 10 bases, so I'm not too concerned. And Zyos can go over to research now that it has 30-something bases. But, like, I have a bunch of these ships that are on their way. There's 2 already en route to Ukko, and then Teddy and Udir are almost done with their ships as well. So we do have more ships on the way, fortunately. All right, I think we can hold on. I think we got this. Unfortunately, the initiative... Oh, geez. Unfortunately, the initiative on these ships is higher. Like, you can see he always gets the first shot in, which really kind of sucks. I don't want to destroy the planet either. I wish I could tell the bombs not to drop. Alright, well, we haven't... Fortunately, there's still plenty of factories left. Yeah, okay. Just retreat you out of here. I don't want you to die. Take that. Oh, there we go. Wow, double hit. Wow, the particle beam was 1% odd, well, 2% odds to pop up. High energy focus, nice. So high energy focus is one of my favorite specials. Increases firing range of all energy weapons by 3. So instead of shooting 1 tile away, you can shoot 4 tiles away. Yeah, we're gonna design a new ship here. Neutronium bombs. Well, I already have a Mega V. I don't need that. I actually don't love the hull fire torpedoes. Would that advance the tree forward? Pulse phaser? That's not much of an increase. The problem is Hellfire torpedoes. What is it? I just don't love Hellfire torpedoes as a weapon. We'll go for pulse phaser. It's also the cheapest. Alright, I think we get the planet this turn. I hope. So we have 100 against 30. And we're the Bullrathi. Like, I know that they have some better... It's the fusion rifle that's really helping them. That basically offsets the Bullrathi advantage, them having the fusion rifle over our hand lasers. There we go. Let's see what we captured. I love that animation, by the way. All the little tiny stick people. Alright, well that's useless. That's nice. Okay, so this means we will be at much less of a disadvantage for the next ground combat. Oh, okay. So much for our ground combat disadvantage. So we went up plus 10 from the armored exoskeleton because we had battle suits. We went up plus 15 on the fusion rifle. Yep, so now their entire edge in ground combat's gone. This would have been really nice earlier, except that we just discovered... We just get warp 5, but we discovered warp 6 in between turns, so that doesn't help. More waste cleanup's always nice. This is nothing special. The big thing was getting all that ground technology, all that ground stuff. Alright, well with that in... With all these things hitting, we can definitely design a new ship. So let's do that. All right. Time to design a new... Well, actually, let me see if I can make any tech trades first before we do that. Because we're on good terms now with the other... We're apparently peaceful with the silicoids. How did that happen? Okay. So apparently everyone dislikes the Klakons now. Although I'm peaceful with them as well, so what the heck. Okay. They have so much tech over here. It's crazy. How about the humans? They kind of suck in this game, so we could easily trade for some outdated stuff with them. Yeah, this is how the Bullrathi steal tech, basically. So this stuff is all garbage, but if we trade for old weapons techs... Well, everything they want is so much better now. Sure, can have reduced industrial waste. I was thinking, this does bump up your tech level. Alright, that's probably enough for right now. I'd love to try to get something going with the Mechlars, but I actually I have a really outdated report on them. Try to get some more info on them. They've been like unable to talk to them for ages now. Maybe you can get something with the silicoids. What do they have? Really just construction tech is all that they have that I want. I've kind of pushed past them in terms of tech at this point. Just see if we can get something from them. Wait a couple turns for construction. No, I'd rather start building a new ship design. It's not a bad suggestion, but I'd rather start building a new design now. I can have range 8. I think they already have plenty of range tech. This was just to bump up my tech level a little bit. I was already in range of them, so even though that is a better tech than what a much better tech than what they gave me, it's fine. They already had they already had range 10, so giving them range 8 is irrelevant. All right, now let's design. Now that we bumped up our weapons tech a little bit more. Yeah, construction is lagging a little bit in this game. Give it another tick here. But I have 38 in weapons. That's pretty good. All right, let's see what we can design. So we want our best computer, of course, and our best shield. Definitely want that Andrium armor. Now we can use the ion engines for warp 6. Combat speed 3. Generally, you don't need to go much past that. Anytime you do a large design, you always want to stick a battle scanner on there. Okay, so now we've got a ton of weapons to play around with. We want auto blasters for sure as our main weapon. That's our best overall weapon on this design. But then we need something that can hit at a range, which is probably the heavy fusion beam. Well, maybe we just wait for the high energy focus for that. Maybe we just wait for the high energy focus. It's not that far away. And at this point, heavy fusion beams are pretty outdated. I don't have anything else that's 2 range on here. I prefer the auto blaster over the particle beam, honestly. Our particle beam is only better against very heavily shielded targets, which you tend not to see that many of. Okay. Make sure we get a decent number of Omega Vs on here. This is basically the same design, just better shielding, way more guns. Again, it's too bad I don't have the auto repair special. Also, we could put some ECM on here, I guess. That would help against missiles. That's probably worthwhile to do. Well, so what is the missile defense with it? Is it worthwhile to do that? It is much better defense against missiles. Probably. Although that means that my guns are basically the same as what they were before. Oh well. Okay. All right, this is auto 6. The big thing is it's faster. The biggest difference. We were not able to get like if you look at the cats here, I wasn't able to get the tachyon. Like if I had gotten the plasma cannon, I would have used that for sure. Oh well. Advanced space scanner hopefully will pop from the next planet. All right, so let's have the planets that are shipbuilding swap over to the new design. Fortunately, this is going to be enough for oh wow, that's much more expensive, isn't it? Wait. Oh wow, it's quite a bit more expensive. Better shielding though, much better missile defense. Extra attack level. It's not a huge step up, but it definitely is better. Oh well, that's fine. You want to build the most up-to-date ships you can. And once we have Fieris under our control, also note that this because we're up to warp 6, it'll relocate over there much faster. All right. So this planet we've taken over. We definitely want to keep moving up our ships there. Probably still want to reroute them to Ukko though, just because I don't really want to have a rally point into Nebula. That's always a pain in the butt. Is Fieris the only planet being attacked? No, Ukko is also being attacked, I think, by this, which is not scary, so okay. All right, so the big thing for this turn is we want to transfer spending. Now, unlike Ukko, which came with like no infrastructure intact, this planet came with a whole bunch of factories. So counterintuitively, we want to do the terraforming first because that allows us to squeeze more people in here. So we've got 19, 34, 23. Okay, that's about 100 or so. But we're going to need like another 100, so we'll do another turn of sending people in here. Because remember, once the terraforming's done, we're going to have way more. It's going to be like a... Well, it's whatever the homeworld is. What is the homeworld? What's forbearance? 210. So it'll be max 210. And it's only at 62. So yeah, we need like another 150 million to go there. Oh, that's nice. Look how much faster the transports are. That's now 1 turn. Sweet. Just for funsies, I'll go do the same thing. This might be more than we need, but better to have excess than not enough. And that should be good. So I know some of you are saying add more combat speed to the ship. The one thing is, I've usually found that combat speed 3 is plenty. Just, that's been my personal preference. Going up to 4 really does eat up a lot of space. Now, unfortunately, he's going to get the first shot in again because his initiative's higher. Nothing I can do about that. But then I will kill the ship afterwards. Okay. It's like, well, that was fast. I'm not sure I'm in much danger here. What's on these ships again? Merculites, tachyon beam. Probably fire at this design just because it's closest. Okay. This is like a battle of the minnows here. Alright, that works. Yeah, they don't have enough damage to get through the defenses on this ship. He's still got 1,000 health left. The ship's not in danger right now. Even just one of these gunships is pretty strong. And for some reason they keep coming after this. I don't know why. Like I said, it's still got 600 HP, so it's still fine. Whoops. Wait, now what? Is the screen dark? Oh, they were... Apparently they were trying to reinforce... I was like, what is this? Oh my god. It's like 7 little cats and it's 200 Bullrathi standing there. That was amazing. Also, so we maxed out Fieris in terms of pop already. We terraformed it completely. Yeah, she wants peace, but no. Now's the time for us to grind them into the dust. You tried to hurt enough cat. So again, because I'm so large, relations are not great with the other leaders. So yep, it's a Gaia environment now. All the other planets remax their pop. I guess one of these transports didn't quite make it. Everything else did. All right, so how many factories do we have? So so it's already maxed in pop. We do need to construct another 300-ish factories, but that's fine. Let's, because there's no shields here, we have to be a little careful. I have to hold here for the time being. Wait, do I just build bases? Because there's no... Yeah, so there's no building the planetary shields. You just build the bases here. But it can build 119 factories a year. So this is like 2 or 3 turns to max out. We will need to build a lot of bases here because it's in a nebula. I probably will have to build 50-ish bases to be safe, just because there's no planetary shield, no protection. So we'll keep the fleet there for right now. And I do not need to cram in more population transports as a result. The other nice thing is we are getting close to having these ships come off the front lines, these new ships designs. A couple of them are almost done. And my ship costs are still pretty low. Now, do I have a planet feeding the reserve? I thought I had Maximinus doing it, but I might just have been spending the reserve as fast as I've been getting it. Too bad I don't have a rich world to feed the reserve. Okay, Maximinus is feeding the reserve. Okay, so let's just chill here for right now. Relations are good. The only other person who's kind of strong is the Klakons. So I think we try to eliminate Kitty. The other races won't like it, but I have enough to block a council loss, and that's what matters. Then we'll either go after the Silicoids or the Klakons. We'll see what looks better. See who, maybe the Klakons will have like declared war by that point in time, and they'll be a logical target. We'll see. Don't like that ship because it has higher initiative and always gets to fire first. But with only one of them, we could kill it pretty easily. All right. Nothing completed. No planets remaxing in pop. A very unusual turn there. So this is why you need a sizable reserve. Like Fieris is 700 production. So in order to double its production, I have to take 685 out of the reserve. So that's why it doesn't hurt to have a lot of reserve built up. That said, 143 factories is pretty nice. We can have up to 630, so this will take us pretty much right there. And once I have some bases up, I can start moving forward on Wino. I actually have a lot of research going on right now, but just kind of, yeah, so like we're going to have a new one of these ships next turn. And Udir's almost done one too. Okay. It was more expensive going up to those new ships, but they'll be worth it. What's this? All right, yeah. Not surprised. I have to bond. If I want to keep them as an ally, I have to keep hitting the cats repeatedly. All right, Ruxpin. I think Ruxpin's fine, but let's just have it squeeze out another base just to make sure everything's modernized as much as possible. All right, so we've now managed to stand up this AI homeworld. Factories are maxed, and now we can start building bases. 6. So I guess we only have 4 of these remaining. That's not enough to attack. I did suffer losses standing up Fieris. I'm gonna need some more ships to push on forward. Like I don't know how many bases Wynil has, but it's in a nebula, so again, same rules apply. So I'm gonna need some of these new ships to roll off the lines. Like Teddy can build one every 6 years. Like there's one coming out there. Forbearance is, I need just like a couple more of these. After like this round of ships finishes, we'll be ready to push forward again. Just playing safe here, no reason to take any risks. We're in a good shape. I mean, he's just gonna retreat here, so. Like if you really want to cheese the AI, you can build like a scout and they'll run towards the scout and then you kill their ships, but that is kind of cheesing the AI. Oh, here we go. Advanced damage control. The auto repair special's big brother. We definitely don't need powered armor because we have armored exoskeleton. So yeah, this would be big. You can repair 30% of your HP each turn. Advanced damage control would be nice. Improved robotics should be almost done. Oh, apparently it said it built a shield, but the shield does not apply because we are in the nebula. All right, Furious, you just build bases for the time being. Yeah, we're getting close on Improved Robotics 5, but it is an expensive tech. That would be a huge increase in production everywhere. Ruxpin, you can go back to teching for now. Gotta dial up my shipbuilding levels instead of having like 8 credits and coming in the reserve. So here, wait, so this should be their next turn, right? Oh, 2 turns to get there. Slow rally there, even at the warp 6 speed. I guess that's the one that just finished. Having Pooh and Grizzly so far away from the front lines is slightly less than ideal. Well, next turn I think we can go forward because this ship will be here. We'll have another one. We'll see. We can always retreat from Wynil if it turns out to have like a ton of defenses. They're retreating back to Wynil. Here they come. They're attacking me. Alright, I thought someone was attacking me at Fieras. Alright, well it helps that they're sending a fair amount of their fleet forward. Oh, geez, 3 turns. Ugh, I hate working with nebulas. They're so annoying. Everything takes forever. 3 turns for both? Ugh. Man. That's really slow. Like, really slow. But I guess we have to get through the heart of the nebula. Also, what it says is termed as far as like the ETAs is not necessarily accurate. Let's wait 1 more turn and then we'll send them forward after that. Because I want to fight off this attack on Fieras this turn. Cats have proven a little tougher to break than I thought they'd be in this game. Like, we are grinding them down, but we're not doing it quickly, are we? So I definitely don't want this to get anywhere close to me. The good news is I can kill it with missiles. We'll see. We'll just spread them out here. That's probably going to... Oh, oops, that was the wrong stack, wasn't it? I fired at the wrong stack. Oh, well. Good thing those ships are still pretty strong. I move? No. Okay, good. Moved after the ship I was hoping it would move after. Alright, not bad. Fortunately, I managed to kill that with the initial shot. Alright, so we killed everything. A little closer than I wanted there. Just sucks not having any shields at all. Alright, well, we might as well move there. Then we'll move all these ships together next on the following turn. While Fieras just keeps cranking out. And Tech keeps puttering along in the background. So we're 10 turns away from a council vote. I'm certainly not going to lose. Wow, that clack on fleet strength. Holy cow. What do they have on their ships that makes them that strong? Nothing good, I'm sure. Scatterpack 10s and Trifocus Plasma? Yeah, that would be cause for concern, no doubt about it. Let's try to stay on their good side for right now. So we did finally get a scout on with these guys. I would love that class whatever planetary shield. That would sure be nice. I wonder if I could trade for anything with these guys. Over 30 of those designs that, yeah. So none of this is really... higher level of battle computer. I don't think I want to give them that much construction tech. It's probably much better. For them, waste cleanup is a big deal. Oh, they had reduced industrial waste 40, so that wouldn't have helped them very much. I should have made that deal in retrospect. Should have been more aware of what they were packing in terms of tech. Oh well. Yeah, so once these ships arrive, I've kind of got this current wave of ships. Yeah, you're right. They have 23 of those tachyon ships. But after if we can clear Wino, we'll be through the nebula, and things will be easier after that point. Because then we'd be down here. The silicoids would definitely be set up to be the next opponent at that point. Nebulas are annoying. Win condition, just winning the council, basically. Yeah, so it's been too long since I attacked a Mrrshans planet. Relations are tanking because I'm so large. I have so many ships. Alright, well, so they just moved out a lot of those ships. Where did they go? They didn't scrap one of their designs, did they? Oh, here it goes. Okay. They're heading down. Alright, great. Well, now we go forward. They just moved out their whole fleet. Works for me. Unfortunately, I can't scout that world just yet. All right. Well, I think we're good then. Is Wino in the nebula? That's a good question. I thought it was. Wait, what? Wait, we got there in one turn? Okay, apparently we got there in one turn, so... And apparently shields do function here. Okay. Well, that's unexpected. Okay, so that... Apparently that screen lied. How many bases are we going to kill with this? Oh, a lot. Okay. So we lost one of our older designs. But we should have enough to take out the planet here. We're going to lose another ship here, but at the rate we're killing their bases. The only question is, do we lose another one? I think not. I think we do not lose another one. Yeah, we did 13337. Yeah, we had enough. So we lost 2 ships. That's not bad. For a ship with 50 missile bases, that's not bad at all. This is apparently a very large planet. It's 160 before... No, we're not going to bomb it. Now we get to flood it with defenders, with pop transports. Okay. So apparently there's a fleet coming, but that's not scary at all. I don't need to worry about that. So let's send you forward here. Like, it says 3 turns, but apparently we somehow made it in 1 turn or something. Anyway, time to start send the population in. You can't get an accurate count of how long it's going to take. Not with the nebula there. So just send it from all the worlds in the area. And when they get there, they get there. That includes Fieris. It's already got 43 bases. The nice thing about a planet this large is we can send, I think, 40 million with no trouble and regrow it instantly. Yeah. And we'll hit up Ukko too, even though it's not nearly as large. All right. Being attacked anywhere else? Nope. All right, looks good then. Just hold position and defend that system. I have no idea how many of those transports are going to make it there. I guess we'll find out. All right, we have more than enough to kill this. Oh, they're going to retreat, I think. Yeah, they're just retreating. Can't wait till we're out of the nebula. I know, seriously, right? Alright, so they're going to fight because I have a ship here, but I don't think that they can really do that much against this ship, so I'm not that concerned. Don't want scatter pack. So remember, they always get to shoot first. But then it was our turn. This design's just not very strong. Like, it's got these missiles, but the missiles are not that good. So we still have 1,000 health, so I'm still not that concerned. I should try to move the battlefield over here, though, because right now I'm shooting through an asteroid field, which is not ideal as far as doing damage. So I'm going to try to move the battle over closer to the planet. Just need to make sure I don't actually lose this ship, but again, it's got plenty of health, so... I guess at this point we're fine. We're not going to lose this ship. Not with the 900 HP still remaining. Probably going to try to run now. Nope, very brave, but very stupid. The cats, like I said, are brave, but not the smartest. Let's see how many transports came through. Only 40 landed, so we definitely won't take them over this turn. So they've got the personal absorption shield, and they've also got the defender's advantage. Otherwise, we would have a pretty big edge here. Because as the Bullrathi, we get a big bonus. Let me just put it this way. It really helps that we took over there. It really helps that we got armored exoskeleton and fusion rifle on our previous invasion. Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, goodbye to the humans, I guess. I suppose the Klakons are starting to get pretty strong. They do have an awful lot of technology. So yeah, we just, at this point, we're just going to keep wearing them down with invasions. So no more humans there. Their planet was bombed out and destroyed. So after we finish up over here, it really looks like the silicoids are the logical next opponent to target. We'll just try to roll up this side of the map, and if we still need to fight, then we'll take on the Klakons in an endgame showdown. So it does not look like we're going to finish today, needless to say. I thought if everything lined up right, this might be this could have been the last session, but it's not lining up that way, as I said. You do get a sense after you've played the game a lot for like where you can click the slider and like get that number of people, because like right around here is how many you can regrow in one turn. It's right around this. So like we're sending 100 million roughly every turn to Wynil. Now I don't know how long it takes them to get there through that nebula, but that's about how many we're sending between these planets. All right, we're not being attacked anywhere. We have 7 more turns until the council. Again, I don't see how we could possibly lose at the council right now. Actually peaceful with these guys. Let's see if we can get a non-aggression pact while relations are good. Yeah, Earth was just destroyed. Might as well, since we're on good terms right now. They'll probably break it again at some point, but we're actually on great terms with the silicoids too. Let's get an updated spying report on them. I'd love to see if I could trade for some of their stuff before I... Well, actually, they don't have that much I really want. They've got some good construction tech, I guess is the one thing. But probably the best way to get that is just to invade them and take it away from them. Also, Robotics 5 in the percentages, you guys. That is going to be a very big tech for us. We currently have 3 factories per pop. That takes us up to 5 per pop. All right, I think they're just going to retreat again from this, but we'll see. Like, I have 7 huges against 3 larges. Huges are like roughly equal to 6 times as many larges. Yeah, so we've got 158 troop transports en route. Cloning for bigger invasion waves. So this time we got 97 through. I think this is pretty close. I believe we have plus, let's see, so what's the total advantage? So we have plus 10 from Andrium. We're minus 10 for personal absorption shield. And then we're plus 20 by virtue of being the Barathi. And then they have plus 5 for being the defender. So we have plus 15 in this battle. The way the mechanic works is for every single one of these, you roll a number between 1 and 100. And you add the bonus from your equipment. So yeah, we would not have won that without being the Bullrathi. This is one of the few places where the Bullrathi combat advantage actually factored in. So 400 factories. All right, well, there goes their ground combat advantage. Now we've got all their ground combat techs. Tachyon beam, another weapon. This is good against small ships. If you're up against someone who's using lots of small ships, it's very good. Otherwise, I think the auto blaster is better. Inertial stabilizer, nice. If we ever build missile boats, this will be great. A little late in the game for that. An outdated shield, that doesn't do anything. Yes, this is the other big one I wanted. Advanced space scanner means you can see planets even if you haven't scouted them. So this allows you to send transports before you've even scouted a system. Or I guess it technically scouts the system ahead of time. Plus we can also see ships further away. This is kind of a luxury. You don't really need this. It's not like the improved space scanner, which you really need. But it's very nice to have. Soil enrichment, we already have advanced soil enrichment, so that does nothing. But some nice goodies there, for sure. Now we're going to get a bunch of scouting reports. Oh, wait, did we not get them? Maybe they don't come in until the next turn. But we should start getting scouting reports on the enemy planets as a result of getting the advanced space scanner. So we've gotten most of the Kitty's techs now. Only thing we're missing is that plasma cannon. Maybe we design a new ship as soon as we get that. Also, apparently everyone else loves me because everyone hates the cats. Look, they're at war with everyone. So the Clacons will vote against me in this next election, but everyone else is probably going to vote for me. I think the Clacons may have a 1/3 veto block. I'm not sure. Anyway. So, Wynell. Now it's time to start making use of that reserve. Probably need a turn or two here to get it going. All right, so this will be enough to finish the terraforming. The rest can go into factories for this turn. It can hold another 100 million pop, though, so we definitely need to... We've got, like, what is this? 60 million coming in, but we need to send more than that. It helps that Fieras can send pop in a single turn. It says 3 turns, but it actually gets there in 1. So I don't think I actually send from anywhere else, because, like, this is another 60 million here, and then Fieras is 40 million, so that's like 100 million. And that should more or less do it. I'll probably send from Fieras one more turn, and I think that'll more or less do it. Okay. Ukko, I want you to build just a few more bases for 1 turn. And otherwise, I think we're pretty much good to go. I want to see how many bases there are on this world. I should be able to see next turn. I would love to send pop already to Klystrom, but I can't do that just yet. And as mentioned, we're going to have to... Improve robotics is going to help shortly too. So we're probably going to play up to next council vote plus elimination of Mrrshans. All right, so here we go. Now we get the scouts on the other worlds. So Klystrom, a Gaia planet. Already used soil enrichment. Okay, so all of the cat worlds were quite large. They had a lot of terraforming on these worlds. Empty planet. Will we find Orion? Where we might get a scout on Orion here. That's okay. So the Clacons clearly have a lot of terraforming if they have that much. Krislan, not Gaia, although that's right there. They can't ever use soil enrichment. Ultra rich down there. We don't have any rich planets, much less ultra rich. There's Colden, size 200. Yeah, the Clacons do have a lot of terraforming tech. Sol, the Terran homeworld. Wait. Macklon's only pop 100. They have no terraforming at all? Okay. A poor world down there. Okay, we did not find Orion, so Orion must be in the far southern part of the galaxy. Otherwise, we would have scouted it there. So if you want to see the... So Orion has to be at one of these 3 dots down here, the only worlds that don't have flags. It must be one of them. In terms of not a lot of minerals in this. Look at this. Only 2 artifacts, 1 rich, 1 ultra rich, and 1 poor. That's it. We haven't found any other mineral situations here. Having the double artifacts has been unbelievably good for us in this game. Okay. So that gives us a sense for like what the galaxy looks like. All right. So yeah, Fieras just needs to send 1 more turn of pop here, and then it'll be maxed out in pop, or very, very close to it. So 42 bases, not much of a fleet left here. And fortunately not in the nebula. Wynell is not actually in the nebula. Some of you pointed that out, but it is not in the nebula. Fortunately, there's a lot of factories left over on Wynell. So we don't need more ecology spending. Just need to put everything into factories for this turn. Yeah, it came with 440 factories, which is really nice. Will be maxed out in like 1 or 2 more turns. And then we'll build the planetary shield, and that place will be good to go. But now that since we can see Klystrom, time to start sending pop already to Klystrom. Might as well start anticipating it and get the transports going already. They're going to have to move through the nebula after all. But no reason to wait. And that's the advantage of the advanced space scanner. We can just do that. Like I said, might as well get started now. I don't know exactly when they'll get there, but it's going to take at least a little while. They won't be there next. I've got at least 1 turn before they get there. Let's put it that way. And it will indeed be nice to get around the nebula. get down to the southern edge of it. Like I said, we want to take these planets and then curl in from the west and start hitting silicoid worlds. We've picked up a lot of tech from the cats. Like, this has boosted our tech levels by a lot. See, our tech is almost caught up to the Klakons now as a result of this. They're actually ranked first in total power just because of that fleet strength. All right. All right, well, that's the other big tech for us. So we'll have to pause here. This is nice. So we could, hyperspace communications is pretty cool. You can reroute your ships while they're in space. There's actually something really funky you can do is you can take a whole bunch of transports and just like send them in space and just keep moving the transports around so that they're like permanently floating in space until you have a destination for them to hit. It's really weird, but we don't need to be that micro-intensive. We're just going to go for a big surge in battle computers. BC7, or BC8, excuse me, would be a huge, huge jump forward. All right. So we're going to have to pause here to upgrade our factories. It looks like I also need to attack this turn because it looks like that's going to hit next turn there. Or actually, I could just shift this to Fieras, then that'll give me more. Or do I skip the nebula? Let's do that. Kind of skips the nebula there. Yep, there's a cap. It's 1/4, 25%, but it's right around that. Anyway, that was a big tech for us. Geez, we're about to hit the 40s tech levels for everything. When we get the plasma cannon from them, and when we discover the high energy focus, which we're close to discovering, where is the high energy focus? It's in propulsion. Oh, never mind. It's in propulsion. I was thinking force fields for some reason. That's probably the time to design a new ship when we can get the high energy focus in play. Anyway, so let's go ahead and we need to start building factories on these worlds. Basically everywhere except on our artifacts planet. Geez, Wino. 900 production already. Actually, let's have you this turn build the defensive bases because that means I can send forward my ships without really worrying about you. And then we'll have you go back to working on factories after that. I want to get the factories first before I do more population shenanigans. Every world except Lima, which will continue trickling research. But we're not going to take that planet over unless we send some pop. All right, so Fieras, you supply pop here. Keep hitting you up for population because you're right here. You're in a good spot. But I do need to get more, do need to max out your factories. All right, that works. One of the nice things about continuing to take over these planets is not only do I keep increasing my pop, I'm decreasing the Mrrshans pop. Again, I'm in no danger of losing the council. I looks like I will pull votes from everyone except the Mrrshans because I'm at war with them and the Klakons because they're my opponent. I don't know if that's enough to win, but I'm certainly not in a position to lose, if that makes sense. Growth is calculated after the pop has left. Oh, I see. And 1/4 of 80% is 20%. That makes sense. So same things we've been seeing before. The Stinger missiles. There's actually quite a few ships here. You're gonna shoot at me. But we can destroy them immediately thereafter. These older ships are really good at taking the hit from missiles. They still deal decent damage too. It's not like they're irrelevant or anything. Ow. A lot of stingers. That said, we did just take out a quarter of their bases, just like that. I could have shot at that colony ship there, couldn't I? Alright, now that this big missile oh. No, don't run towards the missiles! Well, at least we killed some more of their ships before we got out of there. Alright, I think we lose another ship here, but I don't think we lose two. Maybe not. Didn't do that much damage. Nah, this is going to do more than 242. So we'll lose one more ship here. But again, cracking these core worlds, you're going to take some losses. We're at... Did we? Oh yeah, we did lose a ship there. I was like, wait, how do we get up to all those... that extra health? But we did lose a ship. Again, no surprise. Start because we came in with 5, I think. Went down to 3. Still, these losses aren't too bad. If I had the auto repair special, I think I only lose one ship there, because I would have been getting a lot of health back. Anyway, we needed to attack because we had transports about to arrive. So I don't think this is enough to win, but it's going to be relatively close. Because we've got all the same tech as them, except we have Andrium to Zortrium, so that cancels out the Defender's bonus, and then we just have the plus 20 for being the Bulrathi. I mean, if we don't take this turn, we take it next turn. But like, yeah, this is the only advantage the Bulrathi get in the game, ground combat. But it is a real advantage in these situations. I mean, we're slaughtering those cats. I said it would be close. We've done a little bit better than I was expecting. Nice. I mean, it was close. We had 12 left. I thought we would come up just short. Alright, so Death Spores, which we don't care about. Alright, this is nice, the Plasma Cannon. That's their top weapons tech. Robotics 4 on the turn after we discover Robotics 5. Would have been awesome a little bit earlier in the game. Zortrium's outdated at this point. Mercs, they've used Mercs against us a lot. Neutral pellet gun. All that stuff's outdated. The only thing that was new was see, he actually wants to sign an alliance. I don't want to do that because I don't want to get into his wars, but he obviously hates the cats. As usual, everyone hates the cats. Alright, so Wino, you need to finish up with your factories. We probably need to pause here for a couple turns just to get everybody maxed on factories. And to get more population into Klystrom. Actually, both Wino and Fieras can pop into Klystrom, which is small and needs people. It's probably the best thing they can do right now. No, don't jump up like that. 40 million's the best, right around what you can do each turn. That explanation was really helpful that it's 20% because it counts. You can grow 25%, but that doesn't count the fact that you lose population when you send them off. Yeah, Wino's a really good planet. This was a size 100 planet. It was the same size as the homeworld for the cats. All right, there's not much point in doing reserve spending at Klystrom this turn. And I'm going to keep ferrying these ships over. All right, as for everyone else, I want you to build them factories. And it's going to take a little bit to build these factories because, like, right now we're at 686. Well, this planet can go up to 1,050 factories, so we can build another 350 factories here. So that's going to take a little while, but we're going to be so much stronger by the time we're done with all those extra factories. So we'll just pause here for the time being. We got a council vote coming up. It'd be better to take out the cats after the council vote, ideally. And like we just improve our economy here, and we'll go back to shipbuilding when we're done. Everyone except Lima, who's holding the research fort down. But like even a planet like Ukko, which is not a very strong planet, like it can add another 180 factories or whatever, and it's going to take a little while. So we'll just chill and do this for a few turns. Get Klystrom established. and go after Hyades after the council vote. Like, everybody else loves us. Oh, and now our scanner range is extended because we gained another planet. Increases my factory capacity by 2/3, yeah. So we're second in tech behind the Clacons. That's good news. All right, so they both regrew. So we can now terraform Klystron. There we go. Doesn't need too much more pop, but it does. What is it? It's down. We'll just do one more turn of sending pop from these two poor worlds. Another 80 million should get it right up at its max. Oh wait, we haven't. We have more pop right here. If I can click on this. Very hard to click on. I think this is coming from, never mind. So Fiera should not do this because it already has a 40 million incoming. Okay, so instead it can build factories this turn. Wino though should, because that'll be 80 million and then it'll be full. That spot will be full afterwards. Okay. Otherwise, I think we're basically good at this point. I mean, no one's attacking us. We're safe for the council. Just build those factories. Everyone still needs more time to build them, apparently. That was the planet that's terraforming. What does the capital look like, just out of curiosity? 65 per turn right now. Thanks, Axis. We're actually almost getting close to being done here. Like I said, I wanted to play through this next council vote, and I wanted to play through eliminating the cats. And yes, we are going to eliminate them completely. I see no reason to leave them alive with one world to bother us. So they headed for Wino there. Yeah, I bet you would like a peace treaty. I was going to say, this planet does have a missile base though, right? Okay, now this is a new ship. I don't know what's on that, so let's just be safe by... I mean, we can get another 12 bases. It's probably irrelevant what they have there, but since we don't know, let's just be safe. Note that I'm running the reserve down, but I'll be able to stock the reserve with more stuff after this current project finishes. There we go, 80 factories. That sounds pretty good. Still needs a 600 though, so it'll take a little while. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to build all them. But like, since I'm not building more ships right now, I wonder what I really am curious what they're running. Hercular missiles now. Upgrade from Stingers and Pulsons. Just trying to keep, I'm not doing a lot of spying right now. I'm just trying to keep an accurate count of what other people have. Leave a strip at Klystron. Oh yeah, Klystron shouldn't be left totally undefended. You're right. It doesn't have any defenses. Good call. We'll leave a couple ships behind. Because I don't know what's on that design. Okay, it's irrelevant. Graviton beam. Yeah, they're just retreating anyway. It's an irrelevant design. Is this the council vote? Or is that one more turn? I thought it was one more turn. Nope. It is this turn. So we're against the Clacons, no surprise. Obviously the Mrrshans vote for the Clacons, since we're currently killing them. The Clacons will vote for themselves. Everyone else, I think, votes for me. You know, the Silicoids. I thought the Silicoids would vote for me. I'm surprised. Obviously, they vote for themselves. So they have a veto block, right? Oh, wait, do they? No. No, they don't on their own, but I would need everyone else to vote for me. The Mechlars voted for me. I most certainly have a veto block. I have just under half the votes in the galaxy. Claclon of the Clacons, yeah. The people who made this game did like their puns. So Wynell's still being attacked, but we can move these ships back because Wynell's totally fine with its bases. It already has 11. It already has 18 missile bases anyway. All right, let's get these ships over to Klystrom. And are any of these how close are these worlds to maxing out on factories? Still have a ways to go. Like, I'm hesitant to start pushing forward when all my worlds are not building ships; they're all building factories. I guess they're getting closer. Income from planets still going up. We bizarrely are close on, we still are trickling research. Just taking it easy, really. I mean, like, you can try to attack us, but... What's this? Someone's popping up. Oh, I thought that was an AI. It's doing something. Oh, hello. Someone's coming to call. Okay, I think Wynell's fine. We'll see. How many turns do I have? Someone's coming to visit Fieris too. 3 turns. Now remember, no shields here in the nebula, so we need to just stack up the bases, like as many as we possibly can, for that reason, because we can't count on shields to protect us. Anyway, as far as the other planets, not quite done yet. Like, I don't want to start sending all these pop transports while we're still building factories. Everybody's still working on them, although I think they're close to maxing out now. Like, forbearance will be maxed out starting next turn. Having your homeworld in a nebula is really annoying. Oh, hey, someone's coming over here. Looks like the silicoids are trying to attack. No one quite reached. Oh, forbearance. Okay. All right, well, I don't know what's on those designs, but... we've got the factories, and we can build 12 missile bases a year, so we'll have, like, I don't know, almost 50 by the time they show up. Okay. So a bunch of these worlds are finishing up. We'll switch them over to fleet building next turn, but I want to get started on factory construction at my artifacts planet, so I want some of these other worlds doing research. Okay, Klystrom. How much reserve do I have left? Not a lot. I'm going to keep doing industry until it can finish the shield in a turn. This is not in a nebula, so it's not as dangerous. It already has 18 bases, so I think it's okay to keep working on this. Although, I mean, I don't know what's on that fleet is the only scary thing. We'll do bases next turn. Okay, this world's just about done. Picnic basket, same thing. Teddy, same thing. So now we've like remaxed at a much stronger position than we were before. All right, Licky, and that means Lima now goes over to doing its factories. And Fieris just works on those bases. Couldn't quite manage to get maxed out yet. All right, that should do it for right now. How close are we to damage control? Good question. About halfway there. About halfway there. But it looks like some of the other races are starting to get a little bit frisky. All right, this will be a good chance to see what's on these ships. Nothing too scary, honestly. Like, this has the warp dissipator is probably the scariest things these ships have on them. I don't really want to take on the silicoids till I have the high energy focus, because that'll allow me to shoot down some of these designs. Shoot at that monitor design. I think they're just going to retreat, though. Yeah. By the way, if I hadn't traded for stingers, my missile bases would be pretty toothless here. All right, so I have 73 bases. Ooh, antimatter bombs with 4 speed. That's pretty scary. That is a lot. But I do have scatter packs for them. That's the good news. So let's go after them first, because they are the most dangerous. The other ships are not as scary as those antimatter bombs. I'm trying to think which one of these two is more dangerous. Oh, I should have fired at that stack again, because that killed way more bases. Alright. Should have fired at this stack first. That was the only really dangerous one here. Should have just kept firing at that, because the antimatter bombs are what's going to kill the bases fastest. I think I still win this, but this would have been a lot less deadly if I had focused that stack immediately. Alright, now that stack's irrelevant. I don't think I have enough firepower to take this out. I needed to fire at this stack first. I made a mistake. I fired at the wrong stack. So like these guns would be irrelevant, but in a nebula they get throw. Yeah, I don't have enough damage to kill any more ships. So they'll send transports. I can send my fleet to chase them away, but they will send transports. Hopefully they don't bomb out the world completely. Alright. No, not RIP. Not RIP at all. They don't have enough damage. It's just, it's in the nebula, so it's really hard to defend. Like, no, not RIP. They took out the bases, but they didn't have enough firepower left over to take out the planet. They will send transports, though, which is the issue. Forbearance will have plenty to deal with that. Okay. Let's just send these separately. I don't know if they can both get there immediately or not. All right, we'll chase them away, as I said. So how much damage did they do here? They didn't bomb out that many factories. Let's try to regrow the population then. Not much point in building bases. I guess it helps a little bit in the battle that's going to take place. Build what we can. So Lionel's going to get some more bases there. Klystrom, I did keep a couple ships for protection, but this planet really does need to get its shield up. Can't do it in one turn, but can probably do it in 2 turns. Okay, other planets. We finished, so let's cycle around to the other planets. I think pretty much everything else finished its, dang it. No, this is not what I wanted. I wanted to make sure it had finished all its factories. Okay. Teddy did. Yeah, 1,200 production per year. Geez, it's a big increase. There we go. Research. Lime was going to need a little longer, but when it's done, I mean, Licky's up to 2,000 RP on its own. When it's done, it'll probably be like 2,500 RP. All right, I already microed Fieras this turn. Ucko. We'll do a turn of base building there. Why not? All right, research, good. Forbearance bases. Pooh can go back to shipbuilding. Only 4 turns. Max and minus, you can go back to stocking the reserve. All right, that's all the planets. So attention had to be pulled away from the cats for a turn or so to deal with this threat to Fieris. So here comes the pop transports, but we should be able to chase them off. A lot of graviton beams. Ah. Well, I thought that my ship was going to get there, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered, because they're just going to blow this up again. Wouldn't have bothered otherwise. At least I killed something. Well, they have a lot of health on these ships. 350 health. At least this way we might kill something before they take it out. Again, no shields. Just trying to kill some ships. Our own ships will be in the system next turn. Okay, I don't think they have any chance. Fusion beams are irrelevant at this stage of the game. Tachyon beams are not dangerous. They do have warp dissipator is the one thing. Like I said, I think I need the high energy focus to take on the silicoids, because that way I can dodge. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. I grew quite a bit of pop. See, here comes the transports. Fortunately, I'm the Bullrathi, so that's not that scary. We'll chase them off and fix this planet. Guess I'm just regrowing the people. And then we'll shoot down their transports. Should be able to do that pretty easily. All right. So Klystrom is going to get its bases. We'll finally get a base built. Wynel doesn't need a base because it already has 32 bases. So it can go. By the way, Wynel, all these planets are going to be really strong. Like some of them can take over as shipbuilders. We're going to have a new ship here out of Teddy next turn. I'm just making sure everything's set up like the way I want. Yeah, the 36 transports aren't going to do anything on their own. Echo, you've got 24 bases, sounds good for right now. Contribute to research. Forbearance can go back to shipbuilding. This is where it would be nice to have stargates, because some of my planets like Pooh and Grizzly are a long way away from the front lines right now. All right, looking good. Once we push these annoying individuals away. I should go ahead and remax the... Actually, never mind. I was going to say I should remax the factories, but this planet's not close to maxed factories anyway. And we'll just have to hit that last world. Hyades. In fact, I could probably start sending pop transports now. Might as well. I have no idea how long it's going to take them to get there with that nebula, but we'll just... These worlds aren't doing anything, and they're going to have to go through the nebula, so why not just get started early. By the time they get over there, we'll be ready to attack. All right. Yeah, they want no part of the... See, if I had the high energy focus, I could start killing their ships right now. Yeah, they want no part of the battle now that I've got my actual fleet over to defend. Kitty actually doesn't really have any tech at this point. I've kind of taken all their techs. Silicoids have a lot of nice stuff, though. So that's a warning because, again, my population's so high. I have like half the galaxy under my control. It's really hard for people to, yep, same thing. It's really hard to stay on the good side. The only reason I've been able to stay on the good side of some of these leaders is because I've been repeatedly bombing the cats again and again and again. And that's about it. All right. Klystrom, done with the shield. So I can hit that as soon as it's available. Anyway, we need to get bases built here again because of the nebula. I have no idea how many turns this is actually going to take. But since it says 3 turns and that says 2 turns, we might as well get started now because it might take a while. It's just the nebula, whatever the screen says is not necessarily accurate as far as how long it takes. You can't trust it at all, which is really unfortunate. But as I said, we've almost worked our way around the nebula, after which it won't be an issue. Maybe someday we'll even manage to max out the factories on Fieris. For right now, though, I'm getting more bases up. Oh, we've got a Mrrshans. Okay, you know what? We might be able to wipe out the Mrrshans before this fleet even arrives. But otherwise, we're just got to keep pumping factories. Or keep pumping, whatchamacallit? More missile bases for defense. It's just hard to know because like you can't get an accurate read on when things are actually supposed to arrive. All right. We also have some important techs that are getting closer to finishing. Another terraforming tech and class 9 deflectors and another 20 million people on every world. And we have a lot of worlds. I wanted to see if Lime was almost done. Nope. Can still add another 200 factories, so not quite yet. I have ship. That's right. I did have ships ready on my rally planet. Thank you. I was a little slow on that. Graviton beams. Now, again, normally the graviton beam would be irrelevant, but so scatter packs are better in this situation against lots of little ships. All right, that works. Yeah. No, it's not surprising. We shot down all the transports. They should fly off to become space pirates in the first episode of a new anime. Yeah, seriously. Alright. Alright, so our transports are about to arrive. So we'll send the fleet forward this turn. This is going to hit next turn anyway. Actually, I think I'll hold this here for right now at Ukko because I can move over. I can like move as needed. I really want the high energy focus to arrive so I can design a new set of ships. But we're not quite ready to do that yet. The design I have is good for right now. All right, so this planet has not quite maxed out its factories, but it's like Fieris. It's relatively close. So I'm going to dump 40 million more people in, regrow them. Same thing. Dump another 40 million people in. Meanwhile, Fieris is actually not under attack right now. Where is this going? Oh, it's retreating. Okay. Since it's not under attack, let's use this time to try to get some more factories built. And Ukko can send some people over here too. It's got kind of a straight shot through the nebula, or around the nebula. Ruxpin and Picnic Basket are now probably settling back into their role as backline research planets. Ruxpin might be strong enough to build a ship though. Actually, this planet's decent enough to build ships because it's got 130 pop. That's about the limit for what I'd want. Large enough that it can kind of do that. Probably shift off that eventually, like when, but like for right now, Wynel and Fieris are not capable of doing shipbuilding. Eventually, one day they will be. All right. This should be it for the kitty cats. Let's do this. So, I mean, it's not like their planets are poorly defended. They've got, 17 points of shielding, and stingers are not irrelevant by any means. But, we're a little bit stronger. Oh boy. Every fusion beam shot is killing one of these. Jeez, I just took out half the stack instantly. Nice. The first two missile launches, volleys, both did not go at this stack. Oh boy, we took out, again, 22 bases instantly. So that first missile volley is going to hit, but the second will not. I mean, I admire the bravery of the cats flying these wolverines. But But this is a very strong ship, so I probably lose one ship here. Yep. Not surprised. We lost 2 ships total. The bait class dreadnought continues its... Yeah, the AI is not the best at that. I don't like go out of my way to exploit the AI, but like if it's really dumb about its targeting, sometimes it just shoots at the wrong ships. All right. So we have stolen all of their ground technology. We have everything they have. Andrium offsets their defender's advantage, so we just get the plus 20 Bullwrathy advantage, which means plus 20 is like 1.5 to 1 casualties in your favor. Because like we started with roughly the even number, we should probably have about 70 to 80, I'll say, when it's done, at a rough estimate. One of the nice things about this is because the numbers are so large, the law of large numbers takes over and the combat becomes pretty predictable. Let's see, I said 70 to 80 would be left at the end of this. Let's see how close that is. Oh, I missed it. I said 70 to 80. We had 81. Still a pretty good estimate, I'd say. Yeah, it is too bad you can't rename planets. You have to destroy the planet to rename it. So I don't expect to discover much here. I kind of got everything the cats had. Oh, that's big. Ooh, I did not know they had this. This is their top construction tech. This is big because I'm building a lot of factories. This makes my factories much cheaper. That's not that helpful. So Mrrshans Empire has been completely destroyed. One last gift from the cats here at the end. Very nice. So this will tank relations with everyone. Note how it drops down to wary, wary, restless. We will be able to improve relations, though, by attacking someone that the other AIs dislike. So, like, the Klakons are at war with both the Silicoids and the... Everybody's at war with everyone else, basically. Yeah, they're all at war with each other. So I can get on the good side of each AI just by attacking them, attacking one of the other AIs. So we'll go after the Silicoids next, I think. Actually, we've got a current report on them. They've got the Hercular missiles. That's somewhat concerning. And they've got a lot of shielding. Class 15 planetary shields. They have 22 points of shielding. They will not be easy to break, but they have advanced soil enrichment, which they can't use. So their planets are a lot smaller than the ones we've been hitting. Yeah, so like, look, their planets are smaller, which means fewer bases, so that's good. Yeah, genocide carries a major penalty in this game. The AI does not like it when you do that, understandably. But we're actually not being attacked by anyone anywhere this turn. So I'm just going to play out this turn and then we'll stop. This has been a good session and a fairly lengthy session. Let's finish terraforming. There's quite a bit of population on its way. Well, that's still not enough to fill the planet up completely. Kleistron needs to help out with another 40 million this turn. That'll get it up to full, I think. Wino's just about maxed out. That's good to see. Fieris is also close. I'd love to have these worlds maxed out before I engage in combat again. And we'll probably try to hit Endoria first. Just because it's a weaker planet, only 29 bases as opposed to 49. But for right now, the fleet can hang out here. And you can see I'm accumulating more ships over here. Not a ton yet, but we're getting there. All right, let's just cycle through my planets, make sure none of them are doing something dumb. Like we've almost got 2 more ships done there. All right, Lima. How much can Lima produce? 23. Oh my god, this planet's insane. Such a good planet. I already microed that planet. Fieris is maxing out in factories, tech. Yeah, we're looking pretty solid right now. All right, looks good. Let's look at the overall racial situation. Still not first in total power. For whatever reason, the Klakons have an insanely strong fleet, apparently. With that trifocus plasma and scatterpack 10s. I'm not too keen to go after their scatterpack. So what is scatterpack 10? Scatterpack 10 is, the stingers I've been facing off with against the Mrrshans? Scatterpack 10 is the same thing as a stinger, except it fires 10 of them at once. Yep, 10 stingers at a time. So, no, I'm not eager to fight them. Not against that. I think we'll hold off on fighting them if we can. Ideally, like I said, we'll go through the silicoids, get stronger by conquering their planets, taking their tech. And if I still need more population after that, we'll go after the Klakons. Although the Meklar have lost a lot of territory. I didn't realize they'd been doing that badly against the Klakons. Do they still have their home? No, they've lost their homeworld, but they lost it to the silicoids, apparently. They lost their home planet. That's not good. Well, we'll see. Looks like it's getting down to just a three-way race here. Is Licky maxed out? Some of these planets are still... Some of the new ones are not quite there yet. But Klystron... Vieris, Wynil, and Klystron are all very strong. Hyades will be too. These are all going to be close to pop 200 planets. I think that's partly why the Cats did a little better in this game than they did in some others. All of their core planets were quite strong. Like, these four were all big worlds. The one downside is they were in the stupid nebula, and that, of course, hurt them. But, as I said, this is a great stopping point, so we will look to continue this next week. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Game's pretty much won at this point, but we definitely need another full session to finish it off. So that's what we will work towards. Anyway, until next time, have a great week, you guys. I'll look to see you again soon. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.